can swim. Just can't walk or dress myself. Take it easy. Take it easy.
What's up, Luda? It's your trainer, Money Mayweather. Tell them other MCs to put their motherfucking mics down, cause you the truth. It's round one. Dedication, hard work, prayers and belief, and a good team.
Back up on that ass. Back to put rappers on one knee like they bout to run a 100-meter dash. Bow down to greatness before I get pissed and run up in the stands like the Indiana Pacers. Covered all my bases, straight, no chases. Diamonds on my chain look like my neck's full of glaciers. Titanic flow, Titanic dough. Women on my nuts like where the Titanic go? I've been scouring the earth, making my fans catch the Holy Ghost at my shows like your grandma in church and the fat lady singing. It's over for you rappers, can't none of y'all bust. You're just sacks full of semen, and I got the women screaming. They could catch my balls on any given Sunday like my name's Willie Beeman or LL Cool. So if your boyfriend thinks you loyal to his ass and he's a motherfucking fool, got jewels on my panky, jewels on my wrist, iconic status, and his name is Ludacris. Bitch, please, you messing with some real OGs with $1 million whips that I ship from overseas. Got a pocket full of G's, and the inconvenient truth is that the ozone is bad, cause I've been smoking all the trees. The globe is warming up when we fire up the blunt and put it in the air like Evel Knievel stunts. What you want from me? I got pistols for the haters. Your fam will be in black like they was playing for the Raiders, and your music isn't favored. And DJs, they never bring it back like when you go and borrow something from your neighbors, like a cup full of sugar, a roll full of salt. The name on my car insurance is your fucking fault. And if you sitting on chrome, I'll call up my boys and have you stripped of your medals like Marion Jones, nigga.
Champ, you got it. Keep on moving. They ain't got nothing on you. Watch for the sneak dissing. These boys will smile in your face and stab you right in the back. Breathe. Take some water. This is Money in the Bank. They defeating themselves, champ. You know what you can do. You Luda. You looking good. Let's go. Come on, baby. Hard work and dedication. You know what it is, man. Let's go. Keep fighting.
Back up on the scene. Back to put a nail in these rappers' coffins. I got the hammer in my jeans. Call me Mr. Fix-It. Barrel stay hotter than a fresh batch of homemade buttermilk biscuits. A tisket, a tasket, a custom-made casket. Luda leaves intruders stretched out like gymnastics. And acrobatics, I'm superstar status. The mouth for the south like gangster grills, you bastards. The international traveler. And I may not be much to you, but I'm the shit out in Africa. So put your fist up. Even the Statue of Liberty lit a flame for the way that I lit my wrist up. You can't compete with me. I got them stuck like I made 1,000 rappers put shackles on their feet with me. And then I broke free. I'll let them loose when Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston become drug free. I'm the baddest mother, shut it like Shaft was. Leaving rappers with headaches like bad drugs. They should've warned you. You got defeated by the heat, but we'll just say we Alonzo mourned you. So call the coroner. I'll show up to your funeral with some gators like I'm fresh out of Florida. Call me the Swamp Thing. Y'all headed in the wrong direction like you hit the subway and caught the wrong train. So don't fuck with it. I'm sending lyrical bullets right at your dome. Fuck niggas better duck with it, or else you stuck with it. You'll get stomped so bad you'll leave the scene thinking 8 young bucks did it. But not in Cashville. You lost your feeling like coming down off X, chasing effects of your last pill. You fucking Daffy Dill. You's a Daffy Duck, and I'm the undefeated champ. Y'all niggas suck.
I told these motherfuckers can't fuck with you, man. I'm the best of the best. They
Salute, and welcome back to the Black Ocean Announcement. Getting deep in with your host and one only Great Black Shark. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, I told you that I was going to be commenting on several of the things that's going on the world stage, and definitely here in our country, America. And we're gonna thread a lot of needles, and we're gonna answer the question about why a lot of these illegal aliens, yes, we're going to call them what they actually are talking about why aren't particularly foundational Black Americans coming to the rescue. Boy, the irony of that. But don't worry, though. We're going to answer that question over here tonight, and we're going to examine a couple of things that underscore exactly what I'm going to be saying, because right off the bat, let me talk to the anti-Black illegal alien class, okay, that dump your ass over here illegally, and you want to classify yourself as white because them folks dangle that carrot over your head. The audacity of you to come over here and practice that against my people that fought for your sorry asses to flee over here, and then turn around and dare spout out of your mouth the phrase black fatigue. Well, got some bad news for you, giblets. My people are fatigued as well, and we're going to break down some examples of just how fatigued of your anti-Black asses we are, okay? Now, for those of you that are over here, and shout out to all the new subscribers, y'all, hey, look, we get new people over here, but y'all know how I am. I'm like, oh my God, when the channel started growing, I started getting worried. I mean, I know that sounds strange, but I do. You know, I'm like, here come the knuckleheads. But if you're not a knucklehead and you new to the channel, welcome to you, ladies and gentlemen. But tonight we're going to be dealing with some things here with these anti-Black illegal aliens and several other issues that are going on geopolitically that will definitely affect us. I'm going to give you accurate information. Somebody that has actually served in the United States military, okay, particularly the Navy. Y'all know what Special Operations Division I was a part of. I don't really need to go into details about that. But those that are new, the reason why I don't really brag about that, I'm one of the retired combat veterans as a foundational Black American. I don't promote that to our young people until they pay us our reparations and give us an anti-Black hate crime bill, okay? You're calling us the N-word in this country, so in good conscience, I cannot promote that to the young people, okay? Now, if you are a young Black brother or sister that's in the military, y'all know what I say. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, do whatever you got to do to stay safe, come home safe to your family, get what you need to get. And, you know, hey, don't give them no more than you need to, because at this point, our precious blood and our time and our lives has been taken for granted too long. And now I'm so proud of our people that we're at an hour of our history where we're starting to stand up and show these people that you are not going to disrespect us and then have the audacity to think we're supposed to help you, okay? So we're going to break several things down from the A road to zero here tonight. But before I do, give me a black fist or a thumbs up in the chat room if you can hear me clearly. I want to make sure that my audience can hear everything that I'm saying before I get started cooking over here. And while I'm waiting on confirmation, I'm going to greet those of you that I see over here. That's a tradition we do on this channel. In case you're new here, you know what I'm saying? I got to make sure that from time to time as I see the channel growing, I have to, you know, kind of let you know what you're coming into so you'll be acclimated to the family over here, the Black Ocean family. I'm not one of the hosts of a platform that I don't acknowledge my people, okay? I appreciate everybody over here, especially, and look, let me be clear, because I know there's new folks. This platform, even though I'm a foundational Black American Freedmen man, this is not an anti-non-FBA platform. If you're on code, brother, sister, that's non-FBA, you find the right place. You're going to get a lot of information, education over here. And if you are so inclined, you join our Patreon, you're definitely going to be ahead of the curve of a lot of people, okay? Our Patreon is like no other. And I'm not saying that just, hey, let me promote it. No. Ask anybody that's a part of it on my chat room. You will find a wealth of different types of information over there. And definitely anything that regarding white supremacy, you'll find some things over there that you don't hear nobody talking about. Definitely stuff I can't address here on YouTube. So just letting you all know. Now, good deal. Everybody can see and hear me okay? Hear me. I said see. I'm thinking about something else I'm looking at, but let me greet my audience, okay? So I see Melvin Harrison Jr., welcome. Charlie Ace, Concerned Black Citizen. Devin Haley's in here, hot one. I see Matrice 003. Okay. I don't know who Malachi is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, salute to whoever that is. Hot one with somebody named Malachi. I don't know who that is, but salute to Tanisha Murdoch, Only Pamela's Waist, Kena Collins, Mrs. L. Let's see, Michael Williams, Stolen Ancestors 1526. Let's see, Project Leroy, Priscilla Taylor, Charles Gibson. What's going on, shipmate? Let's see, Theater of the Absurd, and Derek Parker. Salute and welcome all of you and anybody else that'll be joining us in attendance here tonight. So now, before I get started, and salute to Mungo Slade and Cal Smith. I see y'all. So now, briefly, before we get started, because we got some serious subject matter to cover. Oh boy, I got them mad at me. As y'all know, in case you're new here, we educate, have a good time over here. You know, we don't do the gender banging or none of that because that's really suicidal at this point of our history. But the anti-black illegal alien class is back. And let me just warn the new people over here, because some of y'all might be like, oh no, I need to unsubscribe. I am one of the most petty platforms on the internet when it comes to you being anti-black towards my people. The YouTube short section. Oh, y'all been seeing that. And look, tomorrow I'm going to drop another one. If they think they're mad about the latest two, I've been clowning these illegal aliens just running around as soon as these white supremacists start coming at us. Black fatigue. I'm like, oh yeah? Okay. And you forget that the thing about Foundation of Black American Freedmen, we are the ultimate emperors and empresses of roasting, okay? We roast shit out your ass and hurt your feelings you be complaining about for 20, 30 years, okay? Oh, y'all seen, I've been lighting their ass up with that YouTube short section. A lot of y'all seem to have enjoyed that. Just wait till tomorrow. You ain't seen nothing yet, because I had something that I was gonna share with y'all here tonight, but I said, no, we'll say that for the YouTube short section. So just know, if you are anti-black illegal alien over here, oh boy, you're gonna be crying for real tomorrow. Don't come over here tomorrow, because he ain't gonna do nothing to get your feelings hurt, okay? I had one on tell me, y'all, on one of the shorts, it's not funny. I know some hard working. I'm like, yeah. And see, look, let me warn you too. Patrols, typing paragraphs and you know, screenplays and books on my channel. I don't read that bullshit. As soon as I see you off code and you trying to critique us with some bullshit, I just go ahead and delete that shit. So you waste your time, okay? And I might read maybe a sentence of that. Your dad like, yep, bullshit up out here. Okay, and you will never come in again under that damn account. Okay, so run and go make up a new one, get that one blocked and delete it too. Okay, listen, they had the nerve to whine and complain, talking about how hard working they are. I'm like, oh, I shut down right there. I'm like, okay, if they work so hard, why can you never manage to do this in your homeland? Oh, we're gonna get deep into that tonight. I'm gonna make all their asses mad. Okay, and like I said, if you new and checked out the latest YouTube shorts, you might want to do that. You know, from time to time when I start dropping them, man, I go off. Look, some of y'all, I see y'all already seen them. Yeah. Y'all know how I get down. And look, I blame some of you in my audience, because for the new people over here, let me warn you, I've said this many times, I have one of the most petty chat rooms on all of YouTube and social media, period. Boy, it's a good time over here we get going in. So I'm just saying, you're a troll, you won't last long over here. Sometimes we don't even block you. We just roast the shit out you. You never come back. Oh, boy, they be whining, complaining in my emails. They follow me to eggs, whining and complaining. The more whining and complaining you do, let me warn you trolls about something. You better ask my audience. All you do is give me fuel to clown you. In case you don't know, audience, tell them if I'm lying or not. If you keep pissing me off and I devote time to you, I will make a whole song on your ass. Family, do y'all remember the classics over here? Tooth of the Leicester, Flee Force Ones. Hey, man, y'all know how I do it, man. I will devote a whole music video to your ass, okay? Don't play with me. And now that this AI shit is out, oh, I've been having to restrain myself. It's some ignorance, boy, man. Shout out to the sisters, okay? Because some of y'all, some of the sisters that we know, you know what I'm saying, that I know, hey, they be like, brother, don't do that. That's a bridge too far. But every now and again, I'm like, I got to do it to them. So I'm just warning you now. Don't make me look. I would devote time to you if I have to. I'll give you a whole series, because we're going to bring that Children of the Chalk series back. How I decide to do that, I'll have the greater majority of them on Patreon, and I'll drop like one or two over here for public to view. But yeah, that Children of Chalk, boy, and the white supremacists came over here during Black History Month talking shit about some content. I was like, oh, okay, you really want to play that game? Boy, I will pull out the deep, dark underbelly of your society and put it right in your face, okay? So just letting y'all know what type of platform this is, all right? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Ms. L said, release the penny. Oh, Sister C, you encouraging this? You shouldn't do that. Oh, y'all know how I can get when we do that. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into tonight's subject matter because we're going to educate over here on a great deal. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this, all right? Now, family, as you know, all the so-called protests, okay, these bold-ass illegal aliens, entitled asses, disrespectful, anti-Black illegal aliens over there in Los Angeles, the nerve of you to come to America. And white supremacists, this is your fault because we're going to lay this at your footsteps because anytime that you see what was once a predominantly Black area start to rise economically or become prosperous, you got a couple of plays you had never stopped using. You try to run freeways and stuff through Black neighborhoods, railways. Then you start flooding them areas with illegal immigrants, okay? Because, you know, you dangle that little carrot of whiteness in front of them. Like, hey, we'll let you pretend to be white. Hey, you dangle that in front of them. And then you think, okay, yeah, we'll use them as a buffer class group. Well, lo and behold, you see where that's gotten you. Your buffer class group is not loyal to this country. Like my lineage, foundational Black American freedmen that have fought in every war this country has ever had. And you see on your screen here, they're on American soil, waving foreign flags and vandalizing property. Oh, white supremacists, this is your fault. You did this, you did this, you did this. Salute to my good brother, Mr. Sam. I see Mr. Sam in here. What's going on, my brother? I see Panther striking here as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to show these white supremacists what happens when you invest all this, you know, energy and privilege into your little anti-Black buffer class. They starting to turn on you and show you that they never cared about this country. And we're going to prove this tonight, not from my conjecture, not from my opinion. We're going to analyze stuff they've been saying, okay? The white supremacists, you better understand there's an old saying. When you call yourself trying to set a trap for somebody, you're actually going to end up getting. And now you're starting to see that. These people, if they fled from their homeland, you think they're going to be loyal to America? Hell no. No, it doesn't work that way. So we're going to analyze a couple things, and I'm going to be giving some commentary. And like I said, we're also going to thread some needles geopolitically here because I want to put my people, especially my lineage, up on some things that I want you to be aware of. I try to give y'all things ahead of time. If you're on X, you probably already know where I'm going with that. But I'm going to give it to you in a straight way that makes sense, that few people really would have the knowledge to break down like I'm going to do, okay? So that's going to be coming up. So I want to check something else out. Watch this, right?
We are not pawn.
I'm going to play this, and y'all saw me. Boy, I had to compose myself for this because this is personal for me, all right? I don't like this bullshit that I'm about to let play, all right? I'm going to tell you right now, boy, it's pissing me off just thinking about it, but I'm going to let her get this off, and then I'm going to make something clear to white supremacists and you illegal aliens that come over here, okay? I'm going to let this play.
For don't serve the people of the United States. The Constitution, these constitutional rights are being stripped and just denied, and the military will not be pawns to that. So I'm calling upon the conscience previously and now. We have a conscience, we have mind, and we have a duty and moral obligation to say no and resist evil.
Okay, so I'm going to run that back one more time. I want y'all to hear her now, okay? Because, yeah, y'all know I'm about to light her ass up, okay? I'm going to play this one more time. I want you to listen to what she's saying, and then we're going to get some things straight about what you just heard because, man, let me tell you something, dude. This type of crap right here, this pisses me off to no end, all right? Pisses me off to no end, and any Black veteran that's in here, you know why it pisses me off to no end, because you probably have the same sentiment as I regarding this, okay? So I'm going to play this one more time. Anybody that's just coming in, and then we're going to explain some things about this because, you know, our young Black men and women that are in uniform, no matter which branch of the military you're in, I get it. This is the most integrated society that you've ever had, that we've ever seen. But I want to underscore something after I let this play again that, just give you a reminder. Don't go following behind your non-black buddies. You know what I'm saying? Because they can get away with stuff you can't. But I'm going to have an update for this. So I'm going to let this play one more time, then I'm going to make a point.
Why now? It's because the military was called upon innocent protesters. We, in our oath to serve, we serve the people of the United States. The Constitution, these constitutional rights are being stripped and just denied, and the military will not be pawns to that. So I'm calling upon the conscience of military members who served previously and now. We have a conscience, we have mind, and we have a duty and moral obligation to say no and resist evil.
Oh, yeah. See, so let's get into that, right? First, let me address you white supremacists that flood this country with these illegal aliens. You better understand that the greater majority of these immigrants, and I'm not talking about all immigrants that come over here, I'm talking about the ones like her. And I'm gonna make it clear why I'm pissed off about those that do that. All right. You white supremacists allow these illegal aliens, these foreign nationals to come over here from countries that America has gone to war with. Okay. So they already have a strike against them when you compare and contrast them to foundational Black American freedmen who have never went to war with the United States government, despite the atrocities inflicted upon us. Okay. We fought in every war this country has ever had for our country that we built. Okay. You bring them over here and you allow them to serve in the military. And I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of that. No, that to me, if it was up to me, that would be off limits. There's just certain things over here that should only be for born American citizens, not immigrants. I'm sorry. No. Certain positions in government, defending the country. No, because see, y'all know over the years, I've shown y'all how they catch a lot of them. The last thing that I remember putting y'all up on was those Chinese foreign nationals that they allowed to join the military and they turn out to be spies. Okay. It's just idiotic. Okay. But see, let me get on this bitch. And yes, I said bitch. You raggedy motherfucker. You come over here and join our military and then talking about, because what she was referring to, the whole thing with Trump and all this other stuff. They say she was discharged in 2020, and I hope the bitch got a dishonorable discharge because where my retired veterans at? Okay? Where my retired veterans? United States Code, Uniform Code of Military Justice, okay? UCMJ. Article 92, okay? Now, there's several other minor articles that could fall under. I hope that bitch got that Article 92 and got that dishonorable discharge. That way your ass don't get no military benefits, no nothing. You don't have the right to legally own a firearm. Yeah, shit, you get a lot of stuff stripped from you when you get a dishonorable discharge. That's what you do not want, okay? Bitch, you do not come over here and join our military and encourage people not to follow lawful orders as far as like backing up the National Guard and deportating people. Boy, I'm so pissed I can't even get it out of my mouth. Y'all bear with me. You don't encourage people not to support the National Guard whose job is to guard the nation and deport these illegal immigrants, okay? Nah, you take your ass back to your country if you want to have, a issue with what goes on. Go fight in your homeland. You're not going to come over here and think about it. The argument is you won't let us break your laws and come in your country illegally. Bitch, fuck you and everything you stand for. I don't appreciate that, man. You wear the uniform of our troops and come over here and bring your funky ass over here and talk like that. The audacity of this, but again, white supremacists, this is what you nurtured. This is what you nurtured, okay? So I hope she got that Article 92, man, because boy, nah, man. See, for those that don't understand why that's such a big deal to any retired veteran or anybody that's currently serving, because there might be some people that serve that's in my chat room. When you are away from American soil and you are deployed, let me talk to y'all, right? And if you never served, please listen to what I have to say. Some of you have children that's in some branch of the armed forces, okay? When you are away from American soil and you are in a combat zone or any hostile territory, all you got is each other, man. You can't be having people that are thinking like that with dual allegiances next to you because you don't know where their mind is. That's one of the things that makes a lot of people uncomfortable with letting them in like that. Now, I get it. That's one of the pathways they can take to get citizenship, but white supremacists outsmart themselves. And see, let's go into the reason why the white supremacists do that. You got to understand that they dangle that carrot on the world stage like, hey, if you come over here, we'll let you come over here from your country, dangle the carrot of whiteness in your face for the ones that can be classified as white. And sure, you'll be completely loyal to us forever. That doesn't work with all of them. You better understand that one of the biggest national security threats that other countries exploit, and this is where we're going to thread the needle for punk ass Joe Biden and other presidents, but definitely Joe Biden, they count on you letting them over here, because if you China, if you any of these countries that we're about to go over here on this map that have a long-standing beef with the United States, hey, that's an easy way in. There are actual things called sleeper cells, okay? We're going to get to that in just a minute. So Jim Crow Joe Biden is to thank for opening the floodgates, okay? He's not the only one, but he's the one that made the problem much worse, to the point now where the orange man, even though I'm not an orange man supporter, I don't kiss the ass of either political party, but you've created a great national security threat, and we're going to get into why, okay? Let me talk to my people. Family, can everybody see this map crystal clear on the screen? Because I'm about to put you up on some game that a lot of people probably have not gone into regarding this situation, right? And I'm going to back it up with simple facts that you can understand, okay? And everybody see it on the screen very clearly, because I want to make sure that nobody doesn't miss what I'm about to say, okay? Y'all let me know in the chat room, because I'm about to give you something that's really going to change how you're looking at what's going on the world stage with this thing between Israel and Iran. And you may as well say America, okay? Back to business. Before I get started cooking, let me put something in the chat, because I want you to verify what I'm saying. Talk dollars and cents over here, okay? I'm going to put foreignassistance.gov chat room 3 times. I want you to do, if you're new here, I want you to bookmark that website. And when you go to it, I want you to look at it, because it shows where our tax dollars and foreign aid is going in real time. I want you to look at how much the United States funds Israel. And you see that for yourself. Okay, so bookmark that website. Now, on the screen, you see Israel, that little tiny strip there in red letters. Okay, then you see Gaza right next to it. You see Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Iran, Jordan, and Yemen. Why am I showing you this? Okay, I'm going to show you why I'm showing you this. All right, let me show you something. The reason why I'm showing you that, you see basically where Israel was positioned on that map, right? Basically, Israel is surrounded by Islamic faith countries, okay? Have they had issues with each other? Sure. But one thing you have to understand about those Islamic nations in the East, okay, it's not like the NOI here in America. In fact, business, they don't even consider the brothers and sisters in the NOI to be real Muslims. That's a conversation for another day, okay, because they anti-black as hell. But those in the East that practice Islam, you know, there's different sects of Islam, etc. They will put their differences to the side to get together and help their fellow countrymen, be it the Palestinians or the Iranians, combat what they call infidel oppression, okay, which would be the Western powers, all right? And they're looking at the United States, since they fund Israel the most, who I call Scrappy Doo, because their little tiny asses wouldn't be able to do this shit that they're doing without the help and the funding of, you know, the American government and our taxpayer dollars. We're just going to tell the truth over it now. I'm going to piss a lot of folks off. You're a white person, don't like what I'm saying, you can go to hell. This channel is directly, you know, primarily designed to educate my people. I'm not a retired veteran that's going to sit here and sugarcoat shit and lie just to gain white favor. Y'all know I don't give 2 fucks about that. I didn't give a fuck about it in the military. I ain't going to give a fuck about it now that I'm out. Let me break this down for my people, okay? Want you to look at this right here on the screen. We're going to go through something that's going to make sense about what I said with the position that Israel is in without the backing of the United States and the UK, okay? These are the diplomatic relationships that those countries on that map have. Iraq, okay? Iraq maintains diplomatic relations with Iraq maintains diplomatic relations with Iran. Okay, there are also ongoing economic and trade ties between the 2 countries. And this is accurate, up-to-date information. Yemen and Iran have full diplomatic and trade relations, okay? And for those that don't understand this, just bear with me. I want to read this out to you, and I'm going to make sure that you understand why I'm showing you this in plain English. Syria, okay, Iran has historically been a strong ally of Syria and is likely to continue supporting the Syrian government Iran has formed and supported a network of allied fighting forces in the Middle East, so-called Middle East, that was once part of Africa, but I digress, including some groups in Syria, okay? Then you have Lebanon, okay? Lord knows, boy. Man, let me continue reading. I'm going to thread these news in a minute. Lebanon has diplomatic relations with Syria. Iran maintains strong ties with Hezbollah, a terrorist group, a religious terrorist group. Let me make sure I say that. A powerful political and military group in Lebanon, terrorist group, okay? Jordan historically broke diplomatic ties with Syria in the 1980s, but later attempted to improve those relations. Now, here's the thing you need to understand about Jordan. Even though they did, have a strained relationship, and in later years, they've tried to kind of mend fences so that they can kind of be on the same page more around their faith. In times of war, the way they look at that in the East, even if they're in different sects of Islam, they'll be like, hey, okay, the West is attacking you, our sister country. Hey, we'll put these differences to the side to team up on their ass, okay? So that's how that works, all right? So now, I'm going to show you this map again because I got more information to give you. Without the United States or the West, do you see the strategic positioning of these countries regarding Israel? Okay, Scrappy-Doo. Because, yeah, if you know anything about the cartoon Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo, little tiny ass was always trying to fight everybody, okay? But what couldn't do a damn thing by himself, all right? I'm showing you this because this is a bad position to be in militarily if you have enemies, okay? If you don't have a strong enough economy on your own, if you don't have a sizable enough military with up-to-date equipment on your own, and Israel has some of that thanks to the United States. But without that, if we just sat that out and nobody ever said, hey, man, we got your back on this bullshit you trying to do, because that was fucked up what they did to Iran. I'm not an Iran supporter or anything, but I don't believe in attacking somebody if they hadn't done anything to you, okay? You see on this map the distance between Iran and Israel. Now, when you're dealing with ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, that's a short distance. But for the most part, hey, they like, you leave us alone, we leave you alone. They've had words to say about how they treat the Palestinians, etc. But they never did try to launch any strikes on Israel until they started doing this bullshit. Okay, so now militarily, you see that all of these countries that have military and economic trade relations, they have Israel surrounded. You understand? Does that make sense to everybody in my chat room? Do y'all get why I'm saying that? 'Cause I'm gonna show you something else. I haven't really heard anybody else talk about this way, okay? And we're going to get to how this pertains to America. But does that make sense to everybody in my chat room? Can everybody hear what I'm saying? Does everybody understand it? Ask questions if you need to, okay? Brother DSA1 says, I wonder what Israel got on the U.S. for this government to keep helping them. And I looked this up yesterday and realized they're surrounded. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look, here, I'm glad you asked that. Let's make this clear. The reason why the United States, and this is going to be the silliest thing y'all ever heard, the reason why the United States keeps helping Israel, first of all, if you know anything about the Bible, and if you're not a believer, hey, disregard, but we're just talking about facts. These white supremacists, as unholy as they are, that used to lynch our ancestors and then go to church right after, okay? They actually do think that that sliver of land over there is the actual Israel from the Bible. It is not. They think that supporting Israel, I know it's crazy, but this is what they think. They think that supporting Israel is like some type of holy obligation to them. But they're just as demonic as the white supremacists over here, because that's not justice, harming innocent people. See, I have not commented about this before because it didn't involve us, but now it somewhat does, and I'm going to thread that needle in just a second because it's very important. These bastards sit up here and provoke other people because they have the backing of financially stable nations that have, military support that's far greater than theirs. Without that, they wouldn't be acting that way, threatening other people and attacking other people in their land. They wouldn't even be treating the Palestinians that way. But because they have people that enable them to do this, they show their little asses, okay? Now, if Trump was really America first, he'll be like, hey, man, whatever you do, you on your own. We ain't got nothing to do with that. But we see how that's been, and don't get me started on AIPAC and all of that. And that is definitely a whole nother broadcast for another day. They really don't like you talking about that, but You got to call the facts what they are. A lot of our politicians are in these bastards' pockets, and they are anti-black American as hell in Israel. Y'all remember that clip a couple of years ago where they came over here to an Atlanta council meeting and was talking about during the George Floyd protests how black American youth were a bad influence on them. So see, we stay on people's mind that are nowhere near us, man. But I got to give y'all some more information here, okay? Because this is the part that I want y'all to really pay attention to. Now, regional dynamics of these relationships with these countries, okay? Because that is a fucked up position to be in if you don't really have, even with backup. Because see, let me make it plain. All of them are already in talks about, hey, look, if the United States do this or that, they all gonna swarm Israel. Even if your allies come to your aid, they got to get there. You understand? They got to get there. Yes, there's bases with close proximity, but it's kind of like if you say, hey, I'm going to call the police to protect me. Okay, well, until the police get there, you got to handle that on your own. Do you understand what would happen if all of those militaries converged on them with everything they got? Man, they would wipe that little stripper, boy. I almost said something. They would be wiped off the map, okay? I'll leave it there. But let's break down these regional dynamics for those countries. The relationships between these countries are a part of complex regional landscape with shifting alliances and potential tensions, okay? Which is true. Hezbollah, the terrorist group, their role and their activities and alliances influence diplomatic relations within the region, particularly involving Lebanon, Syria, and Iran. Okay, hotbed for terrorist spots. But one person's terrorist is another person's freedom fighter, depending on how you look at it. Okay, external factors to that. The influences, such as those of the United States and other global powers, also play a role in shaping the diplomatic landscape in the East. Basically, in layman's term, for that last part, white folks interfering with other people's fucking business. Most of these countries, I'm just going to call it what it is, they would leave us the fuck alone if we went in their business. The just way to use military power with any nation is to say, hey, look, don't do nothing to my country. Don't do nothing to my citizens abroad. You don't do none of that. We ain't got no problems. Whatever you got going on, unless you ask us for help, and then that's a case-by-case basis, hey, we ain't got no problems. That's the right way and the proper way to use military power. They should only be for national self-defense, or somebody do something to your citizens abroad, they take them hostage or something like that, okay? Other than that, no, man, you always wrong if you preemptively invade another nation or attack them and they hadn't done nothing to you or your people. That's just the bottom line on that, okay? Now, something else I want to show you all right? Because I'm going to give you this to read for yourself here. I want you to be very well informed on what we're talking about here tonight. I'm going to put this article see on your screen here in the chat 3 times. I want you to be able to see this, all right? You bookmark this because it's very important because we're going to get to where this affects the United States, all right? Russia tells the U.S. not to strike Iran, warns of nuclear catastrophe. Yes, Russia is a nuclear power, all right? St. Petersburg, okay? It's coming from their press over there. This was in Reuters. Russia is telling the United States not to strike Iran because it will radically destabilize Middle East. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov, I think that's how you pronounce his name, said on Wednesday in Moscow and said to Israel, Israeli strikes risk triggering a nuclear catastrophe. Okay, so we're going to come back to that in a second. It's the important part you need to understand about why Russia is involved in Iran's affairs, okay? Russia signed a strategic partnership with Iran in January of this year and also has a relationship with Israel, okay? Diplomatic. Although it has been strained by Moscow's war in Ukraine, a Russian offer to mediate the situation between two countries, Iran and Israel, has been turned down. Okay, so there's, I don't think there's going to be any mediation at this point when you got missiles flying back and forth between these two nations. Now, you're probably saying, well, GBS, that's way across the water. What they got to do with us? Why should we care? Et cetera, et cetera. Let me tell you something. And what I said earlier here about all these foreign nationals that's over here, whether they're in the military or whether they're over here roaming around as civilians, you better understand that these terrorist sleeper cells, they're sitting here waiting on orders for if the United States does happen to get involved and put boots on the ground in that conflict. They're like, okay, Yeah, they know they can't pull another 9/11. It would be too difficult. This time they would try things like putting explosives in trucks and trying to ram them into buildings. Let me make it plain. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm speaking real because I need my people to understand what we possibly might have to look out for besides rising fuel prices. That's definitely going to happen. You, as an American citizen over here with all of this security that we have, you better understand the Western world is quite different from the Eastern world. The average American, no matter what race you are not prepared to wake up one day. The closest thing you would have to it is like these mass shooters, but it's a different ball game. If you had to wake up one day and you went to the grocery store and next thing you know, hey, you're dealing with a suicide bomber. Most people are not prepared for that. You understand? This is exactly what they're going to start trying to do because the airplane thing, that they ain't going to be able to pull that off. It would take too much to do that. It would be too easily thwarted. So now you got to get into non-conventional warfare. And to them, they don't give a damn about doing that because you got to understand, this is not just a conflict in terms of regular warfare. These are religious zealots. Whether you agree, good, bad, right, or wrong, they don't give a damn. That's what they believe in religiously. And they think that it's a holy cause to actually do that. And they've already, thanks to Jim Crow Joe Biden and these other goofy white supremacists on both political parties, by the way, that invite all these foreign nationals over here because you're trying to exploit cheap labor, not looking at, okay, you creating a national security threat. They don't give a damn about that. Okay, they got these people sitting over here just waiting. They're like, oh, okay, I've been waiting on this. And see, let's talk real. You probably say, well, GBS, they tell us they got such high IQs. Why would the white supremacists ever do this? And you're right. They're definitely a cyber warfare project, Leroy. They look, they got that all set up over here. But a lot of people probably say, well, why would the white supremacists do this? Well, let me tell you why. Here's the deal. They think that, okay, if they come over here, they think the white supremacists think everybody thinks like them. You're going to come over here, get accustomed to Western life. Oh, we got out and see, this is where the debauchery of American culture, they rely on this. They're like, you're going to come over here. You're going to get used to experiencing freedom. You're going to be drinking. You're going to be getting high. You got whores everywhere. You'll be buying pussy left and right. And you're going to forget about all that religious stuff. You got to be a damn fool to think that most of these people, these foreign nationals with these religious zealot ideologies, are going to come over here and subscribe to that. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Their job is to neutralize you or lose their lives trying so that they can get their religious reward. Okay, whether you believe it or not, they believe in it. That's the thing. That's what these goofy ass white supremacists don't understand. Okay, so what I'm telling my people is, if you're traveling, be very careful. Be mindful of what you see. It might be a situation where they just say, I don't care if it's an airport, wherever you at. Brothers, in particular, because that's our primary responsibility, you might see something where you be like, no, that don't look right. No, let's step back. Nope. Better safe than sorry. Because like I said, you don't want to be the type of person where you just ignore stuff and you adopt the ideology of the white supremacists where you just be complacent about things and start the whole, oh, they ain't gonna never do that. They wouldn't do that to us. No. Only a fool thinks that way. So does everybody understand where I'm coming from? Did I thread those needles for you correctly? Anybody have any questions? Okay. Does anybody understand everything that I said or not understand something? Let me know right now. The brother DSA 1 says, I heard two different reports that the U.S. was and was not helping Israel. Then come to find out the U.S. was helping with Iron Dome. Oh, yes, brother. There's always, I'm glad he's asking those questions because there's always going to be two different stories. Okay. Take this from a retired veteran. A lot of the stuff that's on the news, that's just to keep the public calm. But there's always the other side of the story where they lie about omission and don't tell the whole truth on things. I'm just going to give it to you straight. The United States for decades has always been a big financial supporter of Israel and the biggest donor of military surplus equipment to Israel. So anybody coming out talking about, oh, we ain't got nothing to do with that bullshit. They're always sharing intelligence because of the reason I gave earlier. They really think that they're putting themselves in some type of religious good graces with the Most High. But the Most High don't fuck with you white supremacists. Look what you've done to us here. Okay. But that's the truth about that. So, I wanted to thread those needles regarding that and see the other national security threat. Okay. We're going to look at some of that coming up right here, right now. Because, see, man, don't you ever let these white supremacists brag about how high their IQs are. This stuff I'm about to show y'all now, man, oh, man. No. They've created a massive problem for American national security thanks to their stupidity, okay? Because, see, you got two conflicting ideologies with white supremacy in these political parties. Joe Biden was going around like, okay, we're looking at these declining white numbers. Hey, they not really white, but hey, we can kind of have some sort of white children. And then the next generation, we get them kids, you know, married white folks have more kids. We can get our numbers back up. That's what Joe Biden was thinking, flooding us with all these illegal, anti-black, classified as white, illegal aliens, okay? That's what he was thinking. The Republicans are like, nah, fuck that. We don't want nothing else with melanin, even a pinch of it over here. We'll just focus on, you know, trying to get our numbers back up amongst each other. And if we import anybody, we should import more white folks over here from European nations. Look, those are the basic two strategies, all right? I'm just shooting straight with y'all on that. But I want y'all to check this out. We're finna analyze some other national security threats here.
You go to cover, nigga. I'm fake, nigga. I know you do, dog. I'll spit on your plate. I'll put my dick on your plate, nigga. Fuck your family. Fuck your kids, nigga. That's how it is. I can't sleep comfortably because of you.
He be fucking getting a whole fucking plate. He be fucking expecting us to give us a whole fucking shit. That nigga right there.
Do you go to cover?
His fucking mom. Yeah, you do, nigga. Stop playing. Yeah, you do. Nigga, act like I don't know your fucking face. Stop fucking playing. Fucking talking about, can I get a fucking discount? Can I get a fucking this? Can I get a fucking that? That nigga right there. Point that shit at him right there. Point that shit at there right there.
He doesn't look like he go to cover though.
Hell nah.
He ain't going to that cover.
What's your favorite thing to order at cover?
Everything.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure y'all saw those little anti-black taco domestic terrorists over here, because that's what I'm gonna call them. Brother trying to do his job. Nigga this, nigga. And they always talking about, hey, black people, where's the black and brown? No, hey, fuck that. Let me talk to those of you in the Hispanic American community, okay? And I'm saying Hispanic because they lump y'all all together under that term. I want you to understand who we talking to. You got half of your people, those of you that primarily want to identify as white, that voted for the orange man. And he told you what he was going to do when he got in there. Then you got the other half of your people. They didn't vote for him, but you practice anti-black racism. Now, a lot of you, regardless of what you did or didn't do, you starting to see that these white supremacists, just because they let you identify as white on your driver's license and on different forms you fill out, they'll never look at you as white folks, okay? See, foundational Black American Freedmen, we know that. We don't want to be white. The greater majority of us ain't never trying to fit in with them at all. And now that you out here running around with these foreign flags, let me tell you something. Even those of you that just duck and keep your head down and practice anti-black racism, they finna start turning on you. Now, why am I saying this? This is the part where you need to understand American history at. Does anybody remember the Yellow Peril? Anybody remember that? Does anybody remember the Yellow Peril? Anybody remember that? Because, see, the reason that I'm bringing that up is this. The Yellow Peril was when the first wave of Chinese immigrants were coming over here. You better look at how the white supremacists were treating them. You finna get a dose of that now. You already got a dose of it during, like, you know, the 2020 pandemic that happened. Y'all know the beer bug pandemic. Hey, look how they started looking at Asian people, you know, no matter which country they came from. See, that's the thing. The white supremacists, they don't care that you Cuban, you Mexican, you Honduran, you Venezuelan. They're like, oh, no, all of y'all Mexicans. That's how the white supremacists look at y'all. And they finna start treating all of y'all like this because all your buddies over here that's over there in LA waving these foreign flags. Oh, yeah, the white right, they finna be on y'all ass. And if you think, okay, well, we'll just rely on the Democrats to protect us, that's not going to work either. Oh, no. That's not going to work. You know why? Because when Jim Crow Joe Biden left out of office, he let all y'all flood over here with that CBP1 app. You know, myself and others put y'all up on what that was. And the irony for that, Trump turned that into a deportation app where you can self-deport. Hilarious. But if you're thinking that Democrats going to help you, no, they're not. Because when Joe Biden left office, he didn't put anything permanent in place for you to stay over here. He let you come in, but he on the way out, he did you just like he did black folks in his administration. Notice that when Jim Crow Joe Biden left the office, he pardoned all his white folks in his family. He ain't pardoned not one black person on his staff. And you know why? Because he knew Trump was going to turn that lawfare back on his ass. All these former black Biden administration officials, oh, you finna be singing the blues for the orange man out. Huh? So I'm just letting you know, if you're thinking you're going to run back over to the Democrats, because that's what you illegal anti-black aliens like to do. You think you're going to play hopscotch between 1 minute you want to identify as white, then you want to play the brown card. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, they're not falling for none of that. You're learning the hard way now. Oh, yeah, I told you. We ain't done yet, though. I'm going to show you why these bastards here, I have extreme disdain for them. You come over on my country's soil that my people fought, bled, and died for, and wave a foreign flag and be disrespectful and vandalize our property? No, man, deport all of these disloyal bastards. I got more to show y'all, though. Check this out.
An update here on a story we've been following. A man charged with raping women in a rape dungeon on wheels takes a plea bargain. Eduardo Sarabia took the plea today in Pomona. He was facing 80 years in prison for rape. His attorney told him his alleged victims were outside court ready to testify, so he agreed to a deal with 25 years in prison. Our Haley Winslow broke that story when it happened, and since her original report, his niece and 2 other victims have come forward, making for a total of 2 children and 3 adult victims. Sarabia is an undocumented immigrant, and the case was highlighted by President Trump when he talks about deporting criminal aliens.
Now, you heard that, right? Now, you remember on this broadcast, those of you that are new here, go down the archives of my channel. Y'all remember the broadcast I did where when they first started flooding over here under Jim Crow Joe Biden? Y'all remember how I showed y'all that down there in Eagle Pass, Texas, where they were just flooding over here in droves, looked like a actual invasion, because we got to call that what it is. That's exactly what it is. Y'all remember when I did that broadcast showing y'all how they came over here? You also remember during that broadcast, I was one of the few people to go here because, see, I don't believe in sugarcoating things. I believe in giving my people the truth so that you know what you're dealing with and where you stand. Remember when I told you that in a lot of these different countries, that it's commonplace for them to not only violate their grown women, they start with the little girls and little boys. You better understand why a lot of these people trying to run their ass up here. Huh? Especially when you go to the Eastern world, but dealing with these Latin American countries, man, look, let me tell you something. I'm finna go here. Oh, yes, I am. We look at those FBI crime statistics. We know that Zaddy, he loved touching on the children, but you know who right behind him? Oh, yes, them Hispanics. Oh, but let me tell you something. In their community, they'll tell you, oh, man, that they little boy, all kinds of incestuous relationships, just violating the babies in their community. It's very commonplace for them to have to go through that. You understand? So that story that I just showed you, the reason why it's such a concern for me, they dump them in black neighborhoods. Let me talk to my people. My sisters out here that, and I'm not kicking you back in, I'm doing this to educate you, okay? Because you're a part of our community. But my sisters out here that single mother, don't have a husband, this is why I'm hell on y'all. If in my community, if I see that, hey, don't you have your little black kids out here running around these neighborhoods where all these damn illegal aliens are at? Because your children are prey to them. You understand? Do you think that bastard wasn't doing that in his country where he came from? See, when they come here, they bring their degenerate habits with them. They're not going to come over and say, oh, I'm in America now. Oh, I'm, even if I was doing some stuff like that, let me just switch over new leaf. I'm just coming here to work hard like they say. Oh, hell no. Y'all know I've said for years, one of the crimes that you cannot reform that I do not believe is something you can reform. This is my personal opinion. You start doing anything to children, nah, you don't reform that. There's only one reform for that. We need to send your ass to the lower room, not upper room. You need to get the fuck up out of here. Ain't no reforming that, okay? So again, these communities where they got these illegal aliens at, don't you have your black babies running around these streets unsupervised? Because you don't want to get that call where your child is missing, or if you do find your child, somebody did something to them, tighten the fuck up. If y'all know who that is, if you listen to this and you one of them people, okay? If you love your kids, you keep an eye on your kids, man. Don't have your kids running around out here unsupervised. But we got more to show you because see, white supremacists again, I'm gonna keep you on the hook because y'all did this. You let all these people come over here that, because you thought you were hurting black folks, and they did this right here. Now, see, this is the part where a lot of people don't understand. For me, it's double personal. When you burn this country's flag, first of all, I know the history of that flag. But those of you that are not from here, you talking about, see, y'all love that country, man, and the white man oppress y'all. Listen, Grace Wisher, a foundational Black American freedman, young child, sold that flag. So it has historic meaning to us that know the history. And for those of us that have served this country, this some bullshit. I'm like, oh, hell no. Let me tell y'all something. If it was up to me, and I get it that doing that is right now, at least protected under freedom of speech. If you did this and I was running this country, oh man, automatic deportation, or I would go ahead and throw your ass in prison for about 25 years. You don't come over here and burn my country's flag. Motherfucker, if you don't like where you at, get your ass out of here. Go back to where you came from. What you look like coming to somebody else's country and burning the symbol of that nation? Americans, by and large, we don't never go to nobody's country and do that because you can't. Let me tell you something right now. What you think would happen if any American took our asses, no matter what race we are, okay? What you think would happen if America took their asses to China with their flag and burned their flag and all of them stand out in the open? Well, what y'all think would happen? Let me tell you something, man. It wouldn't be no prison. They'll lay your ass down for that. It's several countries. Look, Russia too. You can't go nowhere, especially in the Eastern world. And take your ass to the United Arab Emirates and burn that country's flag. Huh? Any of those Middle Eastern nations. Okay, you try it. Yeah, and you know what? I don't have a problem with it. They put foot the ass on you for that because how disrespectful is that, man? Now you think about the demonic schizophrenia of you want to fight for the right to stay in a country where you disrespect the symbol of the nation. Man, fuck you and everything you stand for, man. Not just for me, but for all of the people in my family that serve, man. You can go to hell, man. Nah, I'm going to let this play, man, because this shit right here, if I was in charge, man, like I said, you got two options. Deport your ass with a lifetime ban. You can never come back in here. Or I put your ass in prison for 25 years, then deport your punk ass. Let it continue.
And this is not just a good gesture. This is something we need to make real. We need to bring down this empire once and for all. All right. Burn it down! Burn it down! Burn it down! Make it great like 92! Patriot afraid of you! Patriot afraid of you! Make it great like 92! Make it great like 92! Patriot afraid of you! Patriot afraid of you! Fuck ICE! Fuck ICE! Fuck ICE! Fuck ICE! Fuck ICE! Fuck ICE! Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump! Fuck the system! Fuck the system! Fuck the system! Fuck the system! Burn it down! Burn it down! Burn it down! Make it great like 92! Make it great like 92! ICE, we ain't afraid of you! We ain't afraid of you! Alright, repeat after me. It is right to rebel! It is right to rebel! ICE can't go to hell! ICE can't go to hell! It is right to rebel! It is right to rebel! Trump can't go to hell!
So, yeah, family, boy. These are people that are saying that they should be allowed to stay in our country. These bastards. Man, I don't care if you've never served in any branch of the military. Seeing that bullshit right there, I don't care who you are. Nah, man. But let's talk about the insane people in this country. A lot of them are liberals, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that should be classified as a fucking mental illness at this point. You have some of their crazy asses actually advocating for these people to stay here. These nutcases want to be in protest with people that hate the nation that you in. Do you know how insane you got to be? Let me tell you something, man. Because I want to make these idiots that support what you just saw, and a lot more that I'm finna show you here tonight, I want to make them look triple chocolate dip fucking stupid tonight. Do you think you're going to go to any other country's nation, disrespect the symbol of that nation, disrespect their laws and their government, and have those citizens out there with you encouraging that? Man, you got to be beyond insane to think that that is something that's going to fly in any other country. Only over here in this insane nation. Look, let me tell you something. Let me take a step further. Not only would I deport or imprison the motherfuckers that's defacing our flag and burning it like that, if you out there and you a citizen, hey man, we stripping you of your citizenship. You don't like this country, get your punk ass out. No, I have a different love for this nation from the white supremacists. This is the land that belonged to us, that we were enslaved on, the nation that we built. There was no America before my ancestors built it. So you don't get to come over here and disrespect what we built. No, get the fuck out. You got a country to go to. I'm telling you now, man, y'all better be glad I don't have no stroke in those upper echelon halls, because I'll be like, new legislation. You get caught doing that, whether you a naturalized citizen or if you were born here, you get stripped of your shit and deported to whatever nation that you was out there and with the people that from. Okay, you get to go over there with them from now on. Lifetime ban, okay? You can't never come back over here. No, we ain't done yet, though. And see, again, you white supremacists, you did this. You let these motherfuckers come over here and give them all kind of benefits that you wouldn't give foundational Black American freedmen that actually earned these things. It's a legally owed debt, our reparations, but you papered them up. You put them above us. You told them how much better than us they are. You ain't never seen a group of Black people out here doing no bullshit like this, man. Never. Even during the George Floyd protests, we weren't burning the American flag. We had an issue with this anti-Black system, but we weren't burning the symbol of this nation. We weren't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all family, come on now. No, we ain't done yet, though, because see, we got to put this shit in their faces, man. These are the people that's fighting for the right to stay over here. I want y'all to check this out. Look at all these foreign flags out here, family. Y'all look at this. Now, I'm going to pause it right here. If you did this in any other country, they would come out there with their military and let your ass have the business, okay? Now, I want you to notice something, though. Despite all this chaos that they're doing, setting shit on fire, burning our country's flag, etc., you notice they still not treating them the way they do Black protesters. And see, this is why those of us with sense are telling our people this is not our fight. Don't you take your Black ass out there, especially with my lineage, and go protesting with these anti-Black motherfuckers. Because see, if this was Black people and we could be deported, which we can't, they would be cheering. They'd be like, I'm not going out there to save you niggas. Good. Y'all lazy. You don't deserve to be here. That's what they would be saying. So, you know, you're going to have some hard heads, you know, whether they of our lineage or not, they take their goofy ass out there. But if you do, they want us to be out there so that we can take all the brunt of the punishment. And that's why they go ahead and bring the MRAPs out and start firing on us with tear gas and everything else and roughing us up. No, that's what they want us to come out there and be their shield. No, nope. This is time for you to practice some of that so-called hard working, that immigrant hard work. It's time for you to put in your own work. What y'all making videos complaining about us being out there with you for? We've already given you what you didn't appreciate and fought for the right for your punk asses to come over here. No, we don't owe you nothing. We don't owe you a damn thing at all, okay? So I'm saying it. To my folks with sense, continue to sit this out. We got our own issues and problems to take care of. Like I said, with the events going on the world stage between Iran and Israel, you need to be getting your own personal house in order, making sure you got your supplies in order, just in case things take a turn where you need to be, you know, putting your affairs where you can take care of your family. We ain't got time to be worrying about these motherfuckers that don't appreciate nothing we've ever done. Right now, they be going around on different job sites trying to get us fired and all these other little anti-black microaggressions that they do, okay? The way they treat our brothers and sisters over there in LA, Chicago, you name it, okay? And if you not, look, let me be clear. If you're a Hispanic person and you don't have that anti-black American sentiment, I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about what your people over here clearly do as a collective, okay? I want to make that clear. If you got love for our people, man, we got respect for you. But this bullshit that I'm showing you here tonight, oh no, there's no excuse for this. And see, look, I'll tell you right now, the irony of them to come here and do this and then claim the part of being oppressed, to be a part of those who are being oppressed, but then you identify with the oppressor class. You can't double dutch in and out of that. And note, I've shown y'all countless times over the years, they fought historically for the right to be classified as white, Hispanics, Asians, East Indians, etc. over here. And they have not fought to change that. You notice that? And don't let them fool you with that bullshit excuse about, well, we just put that because it's on the census. Let me show you something, right? How they really don't give a damn about that damn black and brown bullshit. Let me show you something, right? If they really believed in black and brown, when they looked on that damn census, they would say, okay, you know what? I see white on here, but since I identify more with black people, I'll put that. They would be identifying more as black or, you know, other melanated categories. They don't do that because they want to be white. They're white in the mind, hence their anti-black American behavior. Okay? So I'm just letting y'all know, man. Hey, and all that, hey, where the black folks at? No, we where we're supposed to be. Mind our own business. Just let it continue. Y'all see all that vandalism they got going on now. If black folks was out there doing even a fraction of that, hell, if we just out there in numbers holding up signs, y'all see how they come out with us. Oh, they quick to deploy military police equipment out there thanks to Barack Obama and that 1033 program. Y'all look that up. Yes, he's the one that contributed to this modern militarized police force with that 1033 program. Look that up. Y'all know I've told y'all about that for years. So if you're wondering where that got started, blame Big-Eared Barry, that punk-ass tether, okay? But you see this crap right here, you waving this foreign flag over here and setting stuff on fire, man? Tell me what about that doesn't look like a damn invasion, huh? You on another country's soil, vandalizing stuff you here illegally, because let's be clear about that. If you brought your punk ass over here without coming through the proper channels, you are a criminal. You have broken the law. Every country has immigration laws. You can't go through no airport without coming through customs and immigration. You can't just waltz over the border and overstay your visa and all that if you did get one. And you definitely can't come over here without any of that. This whole little sugar-coated term, undocumented immigrant, nope. I don't play that game. Most of us with sense, we're not going to let you rewrite reality and truth and play with our head like that. You are an illegal alien. If you undocumented, that means you wasn't born here and you didn't go through the proper channels to get the paperwork to be a citizen here. You're not just undocumented. Your ass is a criminal. You broke the law and the law is going to be enforced because, see, the reason why I'm so hardline on that, besides your anti-black American sentiment, if black people break any laws, minute, large, whatever, we are held completely and 100% accountable for any and everything we do. Y'all tell me I'm lying about that. When do they ever cut black folks a break or make excuses for us when we break the law? If they perceive us to break the law, we are held completely accountable for anything we do. So what makes you think you any different? And see, let me go ahead and tackle the thing. I know some of them are listening. Oh, well, they breaking up families. Well, you didn't give a damn when they was breaking up black families during the crack epidemic. The crack era, where they flooded our neighborhood with drugs. You didn't care about that. You don't care any time that our families are broken up when they mass incarcerate us. Oh, our families get broken up all the time. We used to it. We've been dealing with it. So all this you next talk. No, motherfucker, we was first. We was first. Only thing is we just can't be deported anywhere because we're citizens of this country. You can, and see, here's the solution. This is where I agree with my good buddy. Y'all know what I call him. Send him home, Tom Homan. Okay, send him home, Homan. Oh, send him home, Homan said there's a solution for that. You don't have to have your families broken up. We can deport all your asses together. And you know me, the only thing I want to see, especially for motherfuckers like this, I want them to implement my strategy of deportation. Okay, this is what I want. Okay, y'all know my YouTube short. I came up with an acronym. Okay, absolutely deporting illegals on site. Okay, ADIOS. That's right, ADIOS. That now stands for absolutely deporting illegals on site. ADIOS. Adios, amigos. If I had my way and I was cool with Tom Homan, I'll be like, Tom, let me holler at you. You and Orange Man. Come over here real quick. Okay. Bring JD Vance little hillbilly Oompa Loompa ass over here. We don't need to put him on planes. Fuck that. We need catapults, okay? Yes, old school, giant, medieval catapults. Load their little illegal criminal asses, disrespectful anti-black American ass on them catapults and fling their punk ass into the wild blue yonder. Wherever you land is where you stay. Get their ass up out. I'm dead serious. I would put these motherfuckers on catapults. Get out my damn country, you disrespectful motherfuckers. You. I'm serious, y'all. Yeah, hey, boy, y'all laughing. I'm dead ass serious. Nope. Catapult. Look, rocket powered catapults. I don't want the regular, spring action, bolt action catapult. No, we need some hydraulic, you know what I'm saying? Rocket powered propulsion to fling your ass, boy. Look, my catapults would be designed like rail guns, okay? I want your ass going supersonic speed so you break the speed limit, okay? Getting for the sound barrier. It would crack every time we launch your ass, okay? We would send a little pick of direction. Let it fly, okay? That's what you deserve for doing this bullshit in our country. I got jokes, but I'm telling you, man, hey, this needs to be handled right here. And I'm hoping, this is the good thing about them showing their ass. They don't understand these white supremacists finna show you what they really think about your ass. Family, how many of y'all think that they not gonna write some new laws because of this, huh? Don't you know they finna change some laws about this? See, look, that whole burning our flag bullshit, mark my words, they finna get that taken care of, okay? I'm telling you, all this stuff doing all of this, oh yeah, watch. They finna make it hell for these motherfuckers. So keep showing your ass, because black folks ain't got nothing to do with this. They can't blame this on us. We are not out there in large numbers. You got a couple of knuckleheads, few and far in between. They gonna learn the hard way, and they can't come to us ask for help. If they lock your ass up and gal for you up, don't expect the community to ride for you. Because the community as a collective say, hey, look, this is not our fight. We sitting this out, okay? They're gonna change some laws to get this straight. Watch. Oh boy, they finna get exactly what they deserve. All these videos they making, pleading and crying with us. And notice this, the tone of those videos have gone from pleading with us to come out and they were like, nah, we good. You told us, how much smarter you are than us, how much harder you work than us. Hey man, we're getting away. According to them, what use you got for us? So now that they see that we're not doing that, oh, now it's going to threatening black folks. Why don't y'all take a look at some of this stuff I got coming up here. Check this out.
That is where ICE takes their detainees after they arrest them. So once we're done with this live shot right here, we're going to go head over that way. You see, it appears to be California National Guard. Ooh, they're taking somebody down right now. Right. I don't know if they saw. Yeah, I don't know who those guys are or what they did, but you can see that appears to be. Is that California National? If it says ERO on their back, that would be ICE. That stands for Enforcement and Removal Operation. I can't tell. It's some sort of law enforcement, and they clearly did not. Yeah, they clearly did not like what the guy in the yellow was doing right there because they ran right at him and they took him down. So we'll ask and we'll see if we can find out what that guy did. It looked like he was loitering near a vehicle. Oh, it looks like a firework just got thrown in. So that's more of what you're seeing multiple fireworks coming into that frame there, Trace, and that's what we were just dealing with about 30 minutes ago while we were live on Hannity. We had fireworks being thrown in our direction, in LAPD's direction. So this crowd is definitely getting a little bit more feisty tonight, Trace, and you mentioned it right off the top. That's exactly exactly what happens out here when the sun starts going down with these LA. I think these might actually be feds based off some of the patches I'm seeing. These look like DHS guys to me. Yeah, HSI, police HSI. So that's Homeland Security Investigation. So those are feds. Those are not locals. And that's probably why you see them being a lot more aggressive. The feds have been a whole lot more aggressive. Think about what we saw on Saturday in Paramount. That was Border Patrol. That was HSI. That was ICE squaring off against those protesters. So the feds just took somebody down there. I'm going to text a few contacts and see if I can find out what that guy did. But they ran right at him. They took him down. And Trace, just feels like the tension is building down here. I mean, there's got to be a million helicopters above us flying around trying to get every perspective you can possibly see. Some of them law enforcement, some of them media.
What we're going to do.
So now you see how serious they're taking this. All right. Now, realistically, Trump is never going to be able to deport all of them. But I will say this. If they apply the same pressure that they did to arresting and mass incarcerating black people during the crack era, oh, you could knock a dent in it then. Can you get them all out? No, but if they apply the same fervor and same attention to getting the illegal aliens out of here that they did, harassing the black community, like they do around the clock, year round, give them that attention. Oh, watch how quickly they start getting them out of here left and right. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm calling ICE and I'm calling it more than twice. And I encourage everybody in here that's on my lineage, hey, call them on these anti-black motherfuckers, man. Y'all probably think, oh, man, that's not right. Oh, I got some stuff to show you coming up here. But see, let me put y'all up on some illegal aliens. I know those of you in LA, you starting to find this out the hard way now, because now that those Marines over there and each of those 3 divisions that's over there now, I'm very familiar with them. Yeah. Throw some shit at some of them and see what happened to you. Oh, yeah. Look, let me tell you something. They don't have to use no live rounds or nothing like that. There's one thing that they could hit your ass with. And anybody that's ever served, you understand what I'm about to say. This right here will shut that shit down. That little punk ass tear gas that the police departments use, oh, that ain't nothing. Oh, man, please. Let any branch of the Marines introduce you to CS tear gas. Where my retired military at or active military? Y'all know the difference, right? Hey, that little punk ass tear gas, but no, CS tear gas. Get some of that on you. Get a whiff of that. Snot will be pouring from you. I guarantee you they ain't got to shoot no rubber bullets or nothing. All they got to do is toss one canister of that in a crowd, and that will bore. Hey, man. Oh, don't you dare try to put no water on that. Oh, no. Oh, Giblet, don't you do it. All that's going to do is make it worse. Okay? Look, let me tell you something. Even trying to put milk on your skin or eyes, if you've been hit with that CS tear gas, that ain't going to do much to slow that down. Ooh, it take a while. The only way that really going to calm down is let that air dry, okay? I'm telling you, all right? So, keep showing your ass. I'm just saying, it's a couple more things that the Marines got that's well-equipped to handle your ass, all right? You're going to find out, though. You know what I'm saying? You're going to fuck around and find out, and I'm going to be sitting back with my popcorn like, yep, you want to burn this country's flag? Hey, get introduced to the enforcement arm of this country, okay? Because they out there backing the National Guard up, and yeah, you going to find out. So I'm going to leave that right there. And look, in case you're thinking that the HSI agents are punks, now most of those are either retired or former special forces operators. So yeah, you start that bullshit with them if you want to. You're going to find out what it's like to be black in America. Yeah. Hey, boy, look, family, because I got to go here. All this black fatigue they got, well, you about to get a taste of being fatigued because they about to treat you like you black. Oh, yeah, you finna find out. Ain't gonna be no black people out there to save you. We ain't gonna be out there with you so they can target us first. Oh, no, you on your own, Hector. Esmeralda and Hector, hey, you on your own. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is a good time to be alive right here. I'm enjoying this, family. Y'all keep minding your black American business because they earned this shit. I want y'all to check this report out, though.
Is we are going to enforce the law regardless of what they do. Look at it out there. It looks like a third world country, and it's not. It's the United States of America. We are not standing for it. Donald Trump won't stand for it. And something else tonight. Look at all those great men and women in the LAPD. We are going to protect them. If they will not protect them and prosecute people that abuse the LAPD in terms during a civil unrest under 18 U.S.C. 231, we can prosecute federally people who assault state law enforcement officers with a maximum of 5 years in prison, and we are going to do it. We are going to prosecute them federally. If California won't protect their law enforcement, we will protect the LAPD and the sheriff's office out there. Not only that, we have 9 open cases right now and more to come on assaulting federal officers. The Molotov cocktail cases that you've seen, we've charged 1, more to come, 3 outstanding. The looters, you saw they began to loot last night, going into 7-Elevens, going into drugstores. Typically, you don't charge those. We do under federal law now. Under the Hobbs Act, we are charging robbery. You loot a business in California, you are looking at maximum of 20 years in prison. You spit on a federal law enforcement officer, no more. As President Trump said, you spit, we hit. Get ready. If you spit on a federal law enforcement officer, we are going to charge you with a crime federally. You are looking at up to 5 years maximum in prison. The cinder block case, Sean. Remember that case? We have breaking news right now.
And I'm gonna pause old Pitbull Pam Bundy. Oh no, it don't need to just be 5 years. Jack that up. Nah, we need to go ahead and start at a good old 20 strong to the gate. That's right. Not there's no 5. No. See, they look. This is what I'm saying. Treat them like you would treat black people. Okay? Look, if you serious about this, look, white supremacists. Because I know y'all over here. Y'all always in black space. Let me talk to y'all for a minute. Encourage your people to treat them like y'all treat black folks, okay? If you really want these illegals out of here, you better encourage them to treat them like they treat black people, okay? Oh, all these look 5 years? No, you burning the American flag? Hell no. You got to start with a good 15 to 20 for that alone. Come on now. Yeah, so Pitbull Pan, you got to tighten that up. Hey, I see some brothers in here. Look like some Marines are in the chat. My brother Cal PY2. Yeah, y'all know about that CS tear gas. Look, let me tell y'all something, man. And I'm just saying this because, when I brought it up, I have experience dealing with that as well. This is why I can tell you that little police tear gas, oh, shit. One of the tests that you have to go through, part of the training to actually become a SEAL, there's going to come a point where they actually put you in a room. You have gas masks on going in there, but they toss a couple of canisters of that CS tear gas in there. You got to take that damn gas mask off. Oh, my God, y'all. Look, some of the brothers in here, hey, look like one of the brothers say you went through that because he know what I'm talking about. Listen, bro. Let me tell y'all something, right? Quick story here. I don't care who you are. You think that you bad, even if you in the best shape of your life, okay? You like, oh, man, this ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are built like that. You get through some of that shit, especially you get through Hell Week and all of that. Oh, boy, that chemical warfare is a bitch. Oh, you get your confidence like, oh, it ain't gonna be that bad. Shit. Oh, yes, it is. Man, that shit have you gagging and choking, snot coming out your nose. I don't give a fuck how tough you think you are. Let me tell you something. When that timing is up and they let you come out of there, boy, and you can finally get your lungs back working where you can breathe fresh air again, boy, you never knew how much you'd appreciate that shit. That shit have you literally crying. Your eyes be burning, your lungs be on fire. That shit is no joke. And ladies, y'all know, I've already told y'all that. So there's a combination CS OC tear gas spray. That CS OC tear gas combo, that right there, I recommend all the sisters get that. If you need to know where to find it, don't just hit me up on X or on Patreon. You already know where to find it. But keep that. That right there is right on par with that bear spray. And I argue even more strong than that because you're not washing it off. Okay, it sprays in a stream. So anybody need to get some act right, hey, hit their ass with that. I guarantee, look, one thing about it, though, let me warn people. I always tell people that when I recommend that, for self-defense purposes, ladies, all right? Keep that away from children. That shit ain't no joke. Because, a drop of that, with my brothers in here that have served, and salute to the sister Ebony Treasure. for the cash out. Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you. Okay. Salute to you. But family, make sure you keep that out of the hands of children, because with my fellow military brothers in here, I want y'all to back me up on this so they understand that it's not just me saying it. If you get a drop of that on your skin, oh, boy, that shit is like devil piss in a can. You look, that right there, next to bear spray, is the mace that I recommend for the CS OC combination tear gas. Oh no, look, to be honest with you, well, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. I'll say this. That can be deployed in a way where it's not non-lethal too. If you get a straight dose of that in your nose and your eye, man, yeah, that'll put you out of here because it inhibits your ability to breathe. Okay, look, it's a nerve agent, all right? If you know anything about nerve agents, you get enough of that in you where your lungs can't expand and contract, you're done, okay? So anyway, I'd be careful about talking about it. That's a good self-defense tool, though, for the sisters that you're not quite, adept with firearms, you're scared of guns. I don't know why you should be just go to the range, but that's a good alternative. If you got a wife or you got daughters, you know what I'm saying? Your mother's female cousins. Hey, man, make sure they keep a little bit of that in their purse, man. That'll help a motherfucker get smacked right real quick. And while I'm talking about it, tactical deployment as far as that, because just like with a firearm or anything, you need to know how to deploy it right. Don't just aim for the eyes. Fellas, y'all know what I've always said about that. That kind where it shoots in a stream where you don't have to worry about a cloud blowing back in your face. Aim for that crotch. I guarantee you, a motherfucker with a burning crotch going to have a lot more to think about than trying to harm you if you're a sister out here, okay? Yeah, that's tactical deployment. But anyway, conversations for another day. Let's let it continue.
The case where the guy was breaking up the cinder blocks and he was throwing them at police cars. The federal officer had injured his hand. He was wearing a mask. The FBI has identified him. Bill Isaly, our incredible U.S. attorney out there working with ATF, DEA, and the FBI have been doing a remarkable job. That guy has just been identified, and they are doing a search warrant on his house as we speak. And he has been identified. See his face. He is going to be on, his name is Reyes. He is going to be on the most wanted list. You have broken the news. His face is out there right now. That's him. He has been identified by great police work by the FBI. So you can run. You can't hide. We are coming after you federally. If you assault a police officer, if you rob a store, if you loot, if you spit on a police officer, we're coming after you.
Oh, you illegal alien giblets ain't looking too good. Old Pitbull Pam is coming after your ass. Cash Patel, he coming because he want to fit into the white club as well. Oh, they coming for you. You see, look, send them home to Tom Homan. That little Humpty Dumpty Bill bastard, boy, when he got that lisp and that speech impediment, he been picked on all his life. Oh yeah, he finna get y'all, boy. Look. As funny as Tom Homan sound, he is dedicated. Look, that boy, that's the one you don't want coming after you. The one that's dedicated like that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, they probably make all kinds of jokes behind his back about how he speak, but he's getting the goddamn job done, and I am 100% supporting it because this shit right here on this screen, all these foreign flags, man, this damn invasion, man, get your ass up out of here, man. Hell to the no, hell to the no. If you love your country so much, go swing that foreign flag in your country. That makes no sense. How you gonna come here and swing your country foreign flag in a disrespect? You ain't even just doing it as part of a cultural celebration. You doing it to be disrespectful at this point. Boy, you better be glad that I'm not the president, boy. You better be glad I'm not the governor of a state. Oh, hell no, boy. They were like, hey, boy, that Governor Shark, woo. Boy, he getting us up out of here. He got them damn rocket powered catapults shooting our asses all over the place. Hey, yeah, I would get you up out of here, boy. Oh, no. We would not play this shit, okay? But yeah, man, this is what they got going on here. So I got some more stuff to show y'all, man, because, you might have some people coming over here. A lot of you mentally ill liberals will probably find this damn broadcast. Now, I'm going to underscore the point why black folks are not getting out here, because you remember now, those you illegal aliens, you joined your white supremacist brethren and sistren talking about all this black fatigue that you had. Well, your punk ass is gonna be real tired now running from these damn ICE agents. And I'm encouraging everybody in my chat room, I don't care which state that you live in, call ICE, call them more than twice, snitch every chance you get. I'm telling you, I don't care where they at, grocery store, church. I'm cold. Homecoming, graduation, I don't care where you at. You seen the YouTube shorts I put up. I don't give a damn. Just wait till I show you tomorrow. Y'all thought that, but look, illegal aliens, listen to this, because it might be some of you over here mad as hell. Fuck you, SA. Yeah, oh, you ain't seen nothing? Wait till tomorrow. I got something for your ass tomorrow. Oh, yeah, because a couple of y'all, boy, they were hot, boy. They come you say that it's my country. I got the right to say whatever the fuck I want. I've earned that. I've earned that many times over just from my bloodline of my family and with over 20 years of military service to this country. So you kiss my black ass. I say whatever the fuck I want about you being disrespectful in my country, okay? Yeah. Don't ever come over here telling me you got the right one. Got something for y'all ass tomorrow, though. I'm gonna make it even worse tomorrow. Y'all just wait. But see, in addition to that, right now, tonight, we're going to show you further why I'm so adamant about my position on this. I want y'all to check some of this stuff out.
Comunidad que nos va a sacar de este hueco se llaman los negros
100%.
americanos.
100%.
African American community is the only community that has the power in this country to change anything. They are the only one with the experience of civil matter. They are the only one que tenían el esclavo ahí mismitico. They are the only one that are not going to get deported anywhere, and you cannot put them all in jail. So African American community, which is the community that is stepped on by Cubans, the most are the only ones that are going to save the Latinos. And I clap for the African American community that has not.
Ooh, baby, no. Wait. Oh, you were cooking there for a minute. Yes, I know this heifer is a porn star. I know that. But, I got to step in. She shouldn't have said that. You were cooking for a minute. You were telling the truth. Oh, you was. But your little refrigerator bad built ass, you and your little, because they get to that age where they turn into little refrigerators, okay? Look, that's really the only thing that's really going to affect America. We were deporting most of their little Frigidaire built asses. We won't have places to store cool food at because you can lift up them little flaps that they got and maybe store some food up under there with some ice. But I digress. Look, I got to stop this heifer right here. Okay, little taco winch. We are not coming to save you. No. We are not coming to save you. You too anti-black. No. That's not gonna happen, baby. Look, I appreciate you acknowledging that, but that ship has long sailed. For the longest, most of our foundational Black American freedmen icons have been extending olive branches, trying to get a black and brown coalition. Hey, you melanated like us. Let's work together against these white supremacists. Man, we've done that for decades. Missy, Jesse Jackson, everybody has tried that. You weren't interested. You Lulax, y'all said that, hey, our problems are not y'all. Oh, y'all know I've shown y'all proof of that. Oh, yes. Many times on this channel, okay? Oh, no. So, baby, I don't know what this dream is that you have of black people coming to save you. Don't hold your breath on that. No. And look, I'm like this. They check your papers, too. You and your homegirl. I'm like, hey, if you jump up here, all of you got to be checked. I ain't got no love for none of them. I don't. Nope, not as a collective. I don't. I want all your papers checked, okay? All of them. Oh, shit. Your shit just expired. Hey, come on. Hey, we got to get you in the express line to get you up out of here. Catapult time. Let's go. That's where I'm at with it. So, yeah, I just had to stop right quick, let it continue.
Come out because it is not. I do. We didn't do shit for them.
I get it. But I don't.
Me and you support, but in masses, we didn't support anything that was going with them. Latinos, look at Cubans specifically. I'm not gonna talk.
And let me pause it again too, because see, I know I got to address this. I would be remiss if I didn't. For you little taco winch craving bed buckasauruses that over here like, man, we can't deport them though, man. I like taco winches. Hey, man, if I was in charge, I would deport your punk ass too. I sure would. And that goal for the sisters that hey, you trying to jump on some empanada, you know what I'm saying, schlong or what have you, okay? And I will get you out of here too, because your disloyal asses, man, y'all selling us out for interracial sexual access. Hey, you get to get deported with them. See, if I was in charge, oh, I'll clean this shit up. Oh, they better be glad that I'm not in charge. Better be glad that I ain't got no relationships with people where I can get a bug in their ear, be like, hey, maybe some of them hear this broadcast. Y'all share it. Put the broadcast all over there where them folks at, man. Send it to Tom Home or whoever. Maybe they'll take some, because you know they love steal ideas from black folks anyway. I hope they steal these ideas. Yeah, man. Hey, you going against America, these people burning our flag? Hey, okay. You want to sell us out for interracial sexual access? Guess what? Congratulations. You've been promoted to deported. Yeah, that is. Promoted to deported. That's what we're going to do with you, okay? So these little refrigerator built heifers here, man, nah, that don't do shit for me. I don't care about how you look. You don't want to out here with your people. Because see, this is the problem that I have with her saying all this stuff. Bitch, where were you before now? Why you got to wait till something bad happening? You should have been making your voice known as an advocate for black people. No, I ain't trying to hear that. Hey, big head, now that y'all in trouble, I'm like, no, Esmeralda, no, Hector, no. Too late. Oh, no, that ship has sunk. Let's let it continue.
Talk about any other community because I'm not part of that community, even though I'm a Latina with them. Cubans talk shit about African Americans.
It's true.
Cubans did not support African Americans. Cubans think that they all victimize themselves, that all of this, all of that. African Americans are the only ones that are going to save your asses, Latino. So you better start kissing. If you're going to kiss some ass in this country, you better kiss some black.
We do not move to America.
No, baby. Little refrigerator built, okay. Little Whirlpool, okay. Frigidaire, okay. Maytag. I don't know which brand she is. Listen, I don't need no asses, no little attached to my ass, okay? I don't. That don't do nothing for me. But I do want, if you're not supposed to be here legally, I want you on a plane, since they ain't got my catapult idea in practice yet. I want you on a plane up out of here. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Let me tell you something. For those that's listening to, he hate us. No, it's not hate, okay? If I hated you, that was, okay? There's a chance that you can actually persuade somebody that hates you to, hey, cut you a break. I'm beyond hate. You know what's beyond hate? Indifference. Oh, I'm so perfectly empty and hollow when it comes to you anti-black little taco wenches and taco terrorists. That goes for the anti-black Asian, East Indian, Hispanic, all of you. Arab community as well, okay? You hate my people, I am completely cold as blue ice towards your ass. I'm indifferent. I don't care what guy. Look, kids, all of you, get up out of here. Disrespect the people that made it possible for your punk ass to come over here. So for anybody, man, why you saying that? Oh, I'm finna present some evidence because see, white supremacists again, take a look at this. I'm gonna let this play without interruption, and you're gonna see the sheer disrespectful entitlement and disloyalty that these people have to our country that we built. Y'all listen to this.
America because we think it's a better country. We move here because it's a little less worse than our other countries. Because you're stupid to think that we moved to this country for some hot dogs and some baseball. We have better vibes, music, food, culture, history, literally all of the above. We just moved here because we are looking to make more money and offer a better chance for our families. Did you know that the minimum wage a day, not an hour, a day in Mexico is not even 15 American dollars? Not even 15 American dollars. Right now with $15 in San Diego, I could go maybe buy a matcha and half of a granola bar, honey. If you support ICE, you support people getting destroyed. If you support families getting destroyed, I hope you rot in hell. And I will see you there, babes.
Oh, no, bitch. Fuck you. May you rot back in your homeland when they deport your ass. See, that type of disrespectful shit, And look, your families are not being destroyed. They're just deporting you back to where you belong, okay? Since you got all these better vibes in your country, and then you're going to get up here and say, oh, we just come here to make more money and get all these opportunities. First of all, you say you hard work and create them opportunities back in your homeland. Go do that. And see, yes, I'm aware that the white supremacists have sabotaged their homelands, but see, again, If you stayed at home and fought them white supremacists instead of trying to join with them and practice Mayora La Raza, yeah, that's right. We know about that. Improve the race where you want to breed with white folks and you treat the darker skinned people in these Latin American countries like dirt and the lighter skinned ones, oh, because you closer to whiteness, you think you're better than them. Oh, we know about that bullshit that you try to bring up here. No, you would have the opportunity that you needed if you wasn't so enamored with trying to be white. Especially for those of you down in Mexico, which was a former slave colony, you don't have a drop of Spanish blood in you. You just a Spanish-speaking Negro. Take your ass over to Spain, where I and some of my brothers that probably served in the military have been. They will tell you quick. Ask them. Ask them, do they claim anybody in these southern Latin American countries as their Spanish kin? They'll be like, oh, no, no, no. You are Negro. They don't look at you as European because you're not. Ain't nothing European about you. You just speak Spanish. That's it. And you try to hide and be ashamed of that, the black part of your family is down there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look, we're going to talk that talk over here tonight. But see, they got all this vitriol for us. Oh, we got to play a blast from the past because, you came out talking about black fatigue. You just followed the leader anytime the white supremacists start talking. Oh, we like Pepper's Farm over here, baby. We didn't forget. How many of y'all remember this? Let me play this golden oldie right here.
Money for you. You working. No more money for you. Bye bye. Go back across the No more money for you. No more money for you. It's lazy. You lazy. No more money for you. Take your ass.
Oh, y'all remember that? And you can tell by Buddy's accent if you all remember when that clip came out. He was fresh off the boat over here. No more money for you. Bye-bye. Oh, how the worm has turned because I agree with bye-bye. You going bye-bye. Yes, they probably already got his ass. I bet you he ain't running around with all that damn swagger with that chest poked out now. Are you, Hector? Okay. Yeah, I bet you ain't got all that puffed up air in your chest. Don't come over here and tell our citizens your ass over here illegally talking about what money we shouldn't get. You anti-black motherfucker, you. Well, congratulations, you played yourself. Because now these white supremacists are about to clamp down on your ass. The Republicans are in power now, and they are not bullshitting about them dwindling birth rates. They ain't trying to do the, hey, get with the lighter skinned Hispanics, etc., and then we'll wait another generation and try to breed them with another white child to get out. They ain't playing that game. They're like, nah, we got to do something about this now. Fuck that bullshit. That's where they at. They are on what's on the screen right here. Deport all illegal aliens, or as my YouTube short says it, I've given you all a new act. You know I'm the acronym king over here, okay? Everybody be trying to borrow and steal my acronyms, what have you. Y'all know where it came from first, okay? Ellos, absolutely deport illegals on site. Ellos, amigos. It's a movement. Oh, it's a movement that you've earned. Oh, I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, that's divisive. We were never unified. Look, for those of you that fought to be classified as white in this country, you want to identify as the oppressor and claim to be oppressed? Show me where your movement is where you say, hey, no. That was the previous generation of us. We do not identify as white. We are Mexican or whatever the case may be. I mean, where you doing that at? I ain't never seen it. You ain't fighting not to be classified as white. You take every chance you can get to identify with them folks. Well, now you're kind of learning that they ain't gonna never accept you as one of them. You thought you was in here. You thought you came over here and just practice your anti-black racism. You were gonna be good money. Oh, y'all don't understand. Oh, I'm so enjoying this. This is a wonderful time to be alive. My brother Dad Miller's TV said he grabbing the same jacket hiding from ice. Hey, man, listen. For those of you that don't understand how petty I can be, the latest YouTube short that I put up earlier, you know I got the Pokemon song playing in the background. I told y'all in the pinned comment of that very short, the ice truck need to go ahead and adopt this level of petty. If you're not going to play Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby, you need to be playing the Pokemon song. Look, this is what I want. Don't just want the illegals to be deported, you criminal bastards. Okay, disrespectful motherfuckers burning our flag and anti-black at that. I want you to be traumatized, okay? I want it to be when you get your asses back where you belong and you get to your countries, get deported. every time you hear either of those songs, I want you to wake up in a cold sweat. Oh my God, they coming. Oh no. Can you imagine being traumatized at the Pokemon song? Da-da-da-da-da. Gotta catch 'em all. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I know y'all like hearing shit. You damn right. Oh, that's what I want. I want you to feel the trauma, okay? I want it to be a Pavlovian response. I want you to be conditioned when you hear either of those songs. I want a cold sweat to break out, okay? And I hope that you have visions of the American flag, which you disrespected so much in your head. I want you to see it in your sleep. You need to be traumatized with this, you disrespectful motherfuckers. Yeah, look, y'all laughing. This is what needs to happen, okay? I'm just saying, look, sometimes you got to use conditioning, all right? Hey, a Pavlovian response to that song, if they use, the Pokemon theme song, or, Vanilla Ice classic, Ice, baby. Just play the song, okay? Have it rolling up. When they hear it, can you imagine them scattering like roaches when the lights come on? Oh my God! Hector, it's the Pokemon song. What does that mean? S.A. food, they're going to deport us. Yes, they're coming. Oh, look, they need to have drones roaming around, just start playing that shit. Hey, I'll even take it a step further. They need to get in touch with the company that owns the Pokemon, a licensed franchise, and have a picture of Ash Ketchum. That's right. Ash Ketchum, okay? Yeah, on the side of their ice van. That's what they need, man. When you see that Ash Ketchum van roll up, you know what time it is, baby. It's time to get you up out of here. That's right. I don't give a damn. You disrespectful motherfuckers, you. I ain't done making my case, though. Couple you, man, that wrong. It ain't funny. Oh, yes, it is. Why it ain't? Y'all gonna be next. Hey, I'm not an immigrant. And look, that's the thing, too. Let me touch on that. A lot of them, they really do think we're immigrants. They think we can be deported. That's why they keep saying that stupid shit. Listen, you bastards. We are American citizens. We were here before the white supremacists were here. This is our land. There is no, y'all are next. No. Don't you think that if we were going to be next, they would have already done that to solve the Negro problem, the so-called Negro problem? Think about it. They wouldn't have had to have Jim Crow and black codes and all that. They could just deport us and get us up out of here. Huh? What the fuck they gonna deport us to? You see how silly that is when you just apply simple common sense, but see, people don't study history, they don't read, and they think that we live in fear just like they live in fear. No. That's a you problem, okay? Got some more evidence to show you for why I'm addressing this the way I'm addressing it, though.
What did you think we were before you began to think of us as human beings?
Well, in a way, we thought of you almost as a very superior pet. Something, or rather someone, we had to take care of. Because we had to do so much of their thinking for them. We had to do almost everything for them except living their own lives. Anything outside, we had to do.
So now, why did I play that clip for you, okay? And shout out to my good brother, Philip Scott, because that's where I first saw that particular clip. But I played that to thread a needle, okay? And I see my Lieutenant Tam Chan in here. Salute to you, sister, my lieutenant. The reason I played that clip, though, see, a lot of you that are classified as white, you white adjacents, I shall call you. You East Indians, you Arabs, you Hispanics, okay, Asians, you anti-black asses. You adopted that mindset right there that the white supremacists have towards us. That's what you did. Oh, yes, we know why. That's what you did. You allowed yourself to be indicted. Look, this is why I don't respect a damn tether. And notice I say tether class. I'm talking about all non-FBA people. I'm talking about that tether class, especially those of you that come over here and want to classify yourself as white. You are the most cowardly, worthless, degenerates on the planet. You are, because you basically, this is what you do. If you come over here, you're not European or Caucasian at all, but you identify with them folks, You basically have surrendered. You can't critique my people at all. Basically, what you showing your women and children is, hey, you know, we don't think we can stand up to them, so we may as well just toot our asses up in the air like a bitch and surrender. That's what I see you as. I don't look at you, your males on the same level of manhood as me and my ancestors that stood 10 toes down and fight this damn beast over here and still fighting it. You are not on the same level as me. Oh, no, you definitely are not. I do not respect you. You're on the same level as a little toddler or a child to me because you eating at somebody else's table and you nesting under somebody else's tree. You too much of a punk to come over here. Look, because I'm going to go here. I got to make this shit stick. And I want all of you to remember this. So when they come over here and start getting disrespectful with us, you read them their rights like this, okay? If you come here and flee from your country, and you come here and you stay for a number of years, you sit over here like a dumbass and don't get your paperwork and your citizenship straight, and you amass all this money that you claim to work so hard for, and you don't say, okay, we got a fucked up situation at home. We had to leave. But while we're over here earning money, let's pool our money together and go back home in numbers and make some shit shake. You don't do that. You stay your ass over here chasing the first white man or white woman you can find, chasing the illusory carrot, just like a hamster on a wheel of one day they're going to accept me as white. Oh, yeah? Oh, you see now that that's never going to happen, Giblet. Oh, no, it is not going to happen. Okay? So I just wanted to go ahead and let you know how pathetic they are. And I said it, goddammit. I said it, I meant it, and I'm here to represent it, damn it. But we're not done yet because, see, this is what I found hilarious. I'm going to let this bastard talk because, boy, the nerve of this little alabastard right here, okay? Because, yes, I call them alabasters and alabastresses. The nerve of this motherfucker, okay? Let me tell you something. I know a federal agent talking when I hear one. All right. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. So I'm going to let him talk. Then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to straight some stuff out about this. Y'all listen to this.
Brothers and sisters out there that are the ones that are posting all this, oh, we just going to mind our business. And I saw somebody earlier making T-shirts of like a group of like 6 black people, black men and women sitting on a bench, texting on phones while the country is burning up behind them. Let me explain something to you guys. Let me explain something to you. When they get done with the brown people, they'll be coming after you. And if you don't think that's true, you got another motherfucking thing coming. This is bigger than you, okay? Because let me explain another thing to you. You sit back and watch millions of brown people be kidnapped and removed from this country. When they do come after you, there's going to be nobody left to stand up for you. And when they're coming after you, how are you going to feel when people are sitting on the sideline like, oh, we just going to mind our business? Fuck all this other dumb shit. Man, no. It's not the time for that. Power to the people. It's time to come together.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Little old Brad thought he was getting us told, boy. Talcum X, boy. Give it up for Talcum X, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Talcum was getting us straight, wasn't he? Talcum X. Do your little black power fist stuff at the end. That's how I know your ass is a federal agent. Let me read this some bitch's rights. First of all, white boy, let me tell your punk ass something. This whole, well, when they come after us, who gonna be left to help us? Motherfucker, ain't nobody ever helped us with our freedom in this country. White people, see, this is what you tell the classes don't understand. White folks in this country didn't just let us go because they were benevolent or so altruistic and had a change of heart. Hell no. You study the real history of our people from John Horace, okay, the Nat Turner, on up to Denmark, Visa, etc. Man, our people fought tooth and nail for us to be free. That's what happened right on into modern day when they killed our brother, Dr. Martin Luther King. You better study what Hell Week was. We've been consistently putting foot to ass, as you saw with the George Floyd protests, okay? Talking about who gonna come help us. Where is help at? As if they've been helping us all along. White boy, and any alabastrous that takes this sentiment. First of all, those are federal agents. You better understand what they're doing. Y'all remember what I taught y'all about a white supremacist accelerationist. If you're new on this channel, go down the archives of my content and look up the content where I told y'all about white supremacist accelerationism, okay? Just type that in the search bar with my name. The videos will come up, okay? Basically, for the new and uninitiated and the younger people that might be listening, a white supremacist accelerationist is they believe that, okay, if they can incite government collapse or anarchy in the streets, that they just gonna come out here and just wipe out all the black people or what have you. That's what they're trying to do. I know, right? A lot of people think that's insane, but that's what their ideology is. I didn't make it up. That's them. But white boy, let me tell you something. Even if you were sincere and you wasn't a federal agent, which you are, you don't dictate terms to black folks about a damn thing. That's what I call the Tarzan syndrome, okay? Think about the asinine idea of a Tarzan, a white man in the jungle, and all the Negroes are just gonna listen to him because he's the great white savior. Motherfucker, let me tell y'all punk ass something. Let me tell you something. Like all that tell us something that he was doing. No, let me tell your pale ass something. First of all, white boy, you've sacrificed nothing alongside my people to be able to dictate terms to us, besides not being of our lineage. You didn't even put in the work that the few white people in the civil rights movement did that got lynched by the KKK for trying to take the right stance. You hadn't exhibited any John Brown behavior. What right have you to dictate terms to my people, huh? See, you got to put in some blood equity to come talk to my people about a goddamn thing. Your comfortable punk ass in this system of white supremacy where you get to fill up. Fuck you, man. Don't you ever let none of them talk to you like this. And I'm not talking to the older people. I'm talking to younger foundational black American freedmen, men and women. Don't you ever let one of these motherfuckers talk to you like that. You shut that shit the fuck down. Where your proof of concept at? Y'all know I always teach y'all that. Where your proof of concept at where you got a track record of advocating for black folks? Where your proof of concept that you telling us who the white supremacists in your community are? Do you have a track record of getting in these juries, fighting to produce justice? Do you advocate for black children not to be harmed in these schools? Where your advocacy at for black women not to be, experiencing high infant mortality rates? See, I need, before you come over here doing your Talcum X impersonation, motherfucker, I need to see you putting in work. Where the work at before you even dare come and have the audacity to make commands and talk to our people like that. Sit your little goofball ass down, man. Got a pot to piss in or window to throw it out of with my people. You don't have no moral high ground to stand on because all the white supremacists will do is come out when they bored and something they can take pictures with. See, look, let me tell y'all know what I told y'all for years. The so-called white allies, they full of shit if they want to stand next to us for photo ops. You know why? Because if you do that, you worthless to black people as an ally. Because your people, the white supremacists, and by and large, most of these folks in this country are white supremacists. They're like, oh, okay, you standing with the niggers. You a nigger lover. You neutralize. They see you coming. If you my ally, you don't never need to be seen with me. You need to be over in your community, producing justice with information or action. That's what you do if you're really my ally. You don't need to be seen next to me at all. That compromises you. So know that if you ever see them out there marching around with signs, them motherfuckers just bored. They ain't serious about nothing because they know that mean, hey, they ain't gonna really have to sacrifice nothing. And it puts them in a compromised position because they're like, oh, you one of them. Okay, when we see you coming, yeah, all right, we gonna treat you just like the blacks. Nah, man. Your goofy ass out of here, man. Don't you never let Brad come dictating terms to us. And furthermore, for my brothers in the chat room, no matter your age range, whether you a boomer, a Gen Xer, a millennial, Gen Z, we have to take the stance when any of them try that anywhere around us, so it sends a unified message with generational lineage synergy that every man, no matter what age group, we shut that shit down as not only a way to check their asses so that our women and children understand that, hey, we don't play the radio about that. You don't come dictate turns to another group of men. You better get your punk ass over there and worry about them dwindling birth rates. Huh? You better get back over there and try to convince your women to start hopping on all this soul pole because see, look, Brad, let me give him something to worry about while he trying to dictate terms to black folks. You need to be worried about your opioid crisis. Okay, that's taking you out of here. You need to be worried about your scooter to shooter crisis. That's taking you up out of here. You need to be worried about your high suicide rates. That's taking you up out of here. You need to be worried about the men in your community molesting the kids. That's creating mental instability, okay? You need to be worried about those high HIV rates. They have the highest HIV rates in the country. They just hide that. I hope y'all know. If You on Patreon, you know how I broke that down years ago, okay? You need to be worrying about your women hopping on Soul Pole, eradicating your numbers because you know that it's going to be a biracial child classified as black here. You got a lot more to be worried about than what my community does, Brad. Brad, let me talk to you, Brad. Oh, boy, they ain't going to like this one, boy. I'm finna piss their little alabaster asses off tonight. Basically you should be worried about your community because your reproductive rate is falling below replacement. Your ass is about to be a museum exhibit. Don't believe me? Go talk to your community. Huh? Go talk to some of your doctors and your scientists. Oh, boy, them little recessive stroker genes are struggling. Oh, they are. They really are. The greater majority of your population in this country is 50 plus. The average age of Black Americans in this country is in the 30s. We have a much younger population than you, and we don't have no problems reproducing. We don't. No matter what propaganda you try to use with that per capita, no, we looking at whole numbers. Our birth rates are nowhere near as low as yours. Even if you factor in the deletions of children, we still ahead of you by leaps and bounds. And you earned this. I have no sympathy for you. Why? Because where in history, and this is where you shut their asses down at, where in history can you point to any period of time where a collective of you in the alabaster community has shown extensive compassion for my people? Oh, no. I believe in treating you like you treat me. You teach people how to treat you. And for the first time in a long time, across generations, our people are finally rising up and exercising our collective self-esteem and saying, no more. We treat you how you treat us. I have no sympathy for your condition because it's been engineered. When you move into these little white enclaves and segregate yourselves and, you practice all that cousin living, with your ignorant asses not knowing that incest creates all types of genetic disorders and those children usually don't live long at all. You authored this. You authored the fate that you have coming to you by your own hand, and the Most High has condemned you for your demonic treatment of my people. The nerve of you to call yourself Christians and actually children of the Most High when you lynched our people and went to church? You don't have to. Never mind GBS. You made a mockery of our Creator. The universe is dealing you a blow that you have earned. So white boy and white woman that get that your little talcum mix on, no. I just giving y'all some stuff to throw back in their faces that they cannot dispute. And family, let me tell my people something. Foundational Black American Freedmen and non-FBA brothers and sisters that are on code, the only thing we have to do is stay out mayonnaise business and make sure that when the time comes, because they always do it, when they realize they're going down the drain, just make sure we don't go with them. Because they are an ignoble people, okay? They're ignoble. They have no type of nobility or honor to them. When they realize that their time is up, they try to take people with them. Study history. Don't believe me. When any time that they think they're under threat, they start trying to take everybody else with them. Remember during the pandemic, I showed y'all a couple years back, and for you new people, you can check this out on the channel, where they were trying to weaponize the beer bug. They were like, hey, the white supremacists, like, if you get it, try to infect a black person with it. Remember on Patreon, y'all go look up, if you're on my Patreon, look up that broadcast that I presented over there about bug chasers and gift givers, okay? For those of you that are young people that don't know what that is, these are white supremacists, mostly in the LGBTQ community, okay? And some straight ones do it. They get infected with, I know this is demonic and insane, but this is what these people are. They get infected with HIV and they try to willingly pass it on to a black person or somebody that, that they have a racial bias towards. Yeah, you better look these things up. Y'all know me. I don't make up shit just to be saying it for shits and giggles. These people, when I say that they are demonically insane, this is what I mean. I have studied them for years, and other brothers and sisters in New Black Media. We tell you something, we are not being hyperbolic. We're trying to educate you and warn you about these people that you cannot appeal to them or reason with them because they have no soul or humanity to reason to. You don't. See, this is what a lot of teleclass don't understand. All that we all one race, the human race. How you gonna be all one race and human race with a motherfucker that try to get a fatal disease and willingly pass it on to somebody? That's not a human being. That's a fucking demon posing as a human. Yeah, I'm going there with it. We ain't done yet, though. I got something else to show y'all because, see, like this sign on the screen says, we shutting that shit down with no, okay? That's one of the most powerful one-syllable words in the English language. No. And we going to start saying that to all of you bastards across the board. From now on, you get from us what you give to us. Let's let it continue.
I don't think black people have a right to tell white people or Hispanics what they can and cannot say. And that means if a black person wants to use the N-word, that means a white person also can use the N-word, because all lives matter, not just Black Lives Matter. So with that said, the fact that they're trying to sue this woman, this white woman, they're trying to take her kid away from her because she used the N-word, just shows you how toxic cancel culture is. And this is a great case as to how we need to stop cancel culture. It is anti-American. It is anti-free speech. And if you can say the N-word, so can I, whether you like it or not. It doesn't affect your freedom, but you're sure affecting mine by telling me that I can't say it because I'm not black. So make the N-word great again.
This is why.
Oh, okay. So ladies and gentlemen, let me ask my brothers and sisters of my lineage in particular in the chat room. I got a question for my people, okay? And if you're not LBA, you can chime in on this as well. I need to ask a question because, see, I ask real-time questions of my audience here, okay? Is there anybody, foundational Black American freedmen or non-FBA, that after you just heard that and seen some of those stuff I presented to you, how many of you are inclined to go and join our, air quotes, brown brothers and sisters in their protest for their right to stay here? Has any of this inspired any of you to be like, hey, GPS, man, shut up, dude. We don't want to hear what you're talking about. We need to fight for the black and brown and have them over here, okay? Is there anybody in my chat room? Any takers? Any of you going to be going out to LA to join over there and stand in the front lines? Like, hey, leave these brown people alone. Huh? Anybody? The Church of Black Power says not I. Charles Gibson, my shipmate, says, hell no, I won't go. Tanisha Murdoch, hell no. Anybody going? I just want to see. Hey, you free to answer however you like over here. Okay? It might be some people that, you addicted to taco winches and, empalada salon or what have you. Hey, it might be some of y'all want to go over there and be knuckleheads. I just want to know. Huh? My lieutenant said, hell nah. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You my Canadian folks like hell to the nah, okay? Hey, Honey O says, I'm in Los Angeles eating popcorn. Hey, sister, you got to share some of that popcorn with us now. What flavor you got now? Hey, we like gourmet popcorn over here. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm so proud of my people, man. I don't talk about my lineage and LBA that's like, hey, man, no, you anti-black motherfuckers are on your own. Because, see, if what I showed you so far hasn't persuaded you to sit this out and, like that sister just said, enjoy your popcorn, well, I'm going to play something else for you. I'm going to take a risk playing this, but I want y'all to hear this. Check this out.
Hi, folks. I don't like motherfucking black people. I fucking hate black people, bro. You know why? Just now, a fucking nigger ran the fucking stoplight and looked at me like it was my motherfucking fault. Fuck all you Black Lives Matter fucking people. I don't give a fuck. Because y'all want to make it seem like it's our fault or the white man or whatever the fuck it is. Bro, like, I don't give a fuck. Kill them all, bro. Kill them the fuck all.
Yeah. Oh, she that little Peter Griffin built bitch just got us told, didn't she? Huh? Just got us told, didn't she? A little Peter Griffin built ass, man. That's exactly, look, she looks like Peter Griffin's illegitimate asterisk child, doesn't she? Is it just me? Is it just me? Look, hey, Peter, let me talk to you. Peter Griffin. I understand that Lois is getting old, okay? I understand it. I really do. But now you can't be having your taco bastardses out here that you cheating on Lois with being anti-black, Peter. Come on now. You supposed to be better than that, man. Come on now, Peter. Look, Peter. I'm gonna go get the chicken to whoop that ass again. You remember, hey, for those of you that watch Family Guy, you remember Peter had that brawl with the chicken? Hey man, don't make me send word out to the streets to get chicken back on your ass. Okay, for those of you that y'all know. If you know, you know. Okay, damn it, you done cheated on Lois and made a little taco bashers. Cause that's what she look like. She do. And you little raggedy heifer, you. I hope they get your ass. Look, if y'all know where that bitch at, make sure they come get her first. Cause notice what she was saying. She wasn't just talking about her people. She's talking about y'all blaming the white man because she identifies as white. Baby, listen. They finna show you. This is why we sitting back so that you really understand them folks don't fuck with you like that. They never have. What you were, and see, this is the part that's gonna kill them, okay? What you were was a little political football, a buffer class. You were a tool to be used. We all know what we've been taught over here about white supremacy and their tools. Once they're done with their tools, what do they always do with their tools? Family, ladies and gentlemen, what they do with their tools when they're done with them? Break their tools. They're being broken now. Oh, it's a lot more breaking to be done because, see, let me tell you something. It's looking bad for you right now because now in this movement, my lineage, we are celebrating our cultural pride. You know, Juneteenth is going to be celebrated tomorrow, but we celebrated that long before it was a federal holiday. We are respecting our ancestors. We are respecting our children who we have to provide a future for. We're respecting ourselves and recognizing the importance of our people to this nation. See, when we sit back and just let these people that have shown us all this contempt, we're like, okay, you know what? You got it. Hey, you got black fatigue. We're going to just stay out y'all way. Cool. We'll go over here and just focus on us. Now you see everybody and their mama crying and begging us to get out there and say something to come help them. No, there is no black and brown. It ain't no black and nothing. Because see, to underscore this, show me where all these white adjacent, classified as white politicians of theirs have advocated for our people consistently. Where they at? Not the Hispanic caucus. You don't see the AAPI, the little Asian version of or Hispanic caucus, what have you. You don't see none of them. Hell, you don't even see the mostly black immigrant Congressional Black Caucus advocate for this. They need to take black off of that because you don't advocate black people. You advocate for everybody except for black people. On their website, don't believe me, go there. They don't advocate for nothing that's going on in our community. Anytime somebody like Sonia Massey, George Floyd, who they did for George Floyd, but it was a minute. They had to wait for white folks to give them permission. Anything, sometimes something like happened to Tamir Rice, okay? Hey, Breonna Taylor, the name, you keep naming the names. They don't advocate or get out front for our people. They don't demand justice for our people at all. So fuck the Congressional Black Caucus. But the rest of you, your politicians don't advocate for us to get anything. See, you got to understand something. If you come into my community, what do you have in exchange for our help? Because it must be reciprocal, or do you think we're supposed to be your little pack mule? Because see, look, a part of that is the blame for our community for being, like Dr. John Henry said, our beautiful humanity is both a double-edged sword towards us. Because, hey, it's good to be compassionate when it's reciprocated, but we've overextended that to people that don't give a damn about us and have harbored secret contempt for us. And this is why the information age is a beautiful time to be alive, because now we can see it. See, back in the day, before we got to this era right here, you had brothers and sisters out there trying to warn our people about that, but it's like, oh man, yeah, that's just your experience. That's just what you said. Oh no, we see it now. Oh, cause see, what you don't understand is what's going on in Los Angeles and Chicago. Oh, people are remembering this. Hey, baby, we got you in 4K. The stuff I just showed y'all here tonight is the tip of the iceberg. Oh, it's Pepper's Farm time. And you know Pepper's Farm remembers. Oh, yes, we do. We are never going to forget this anti-black behavior. I got something else I want to show y'all, though. I want y'all to check this out, family.
The shit going down in California is crazy. These are illegal immigrants fighting ICE because they don't want to get deported. Baby, y'all showing y'all ass. Y'all showing every reason why y'all need to be deported. You feel me? They are burning cars right in the middle of people trying to get by. They looting businesses that ain't got nothing to do with ICE. You feel me? They don't give a fuck about America, and this is all the more reason why the National Guard is there to sweep their ass the fuck out. I mean, what else is there? And y'all want them to stay here? No. There is no way possible they can stay here, destroy America right in our faces, and we still support them. No. Y'all it gotta click up here. They got to go. It's unacceptable. Why do you want to stay in America when you clearly hate America by behaving the way that you are? It's almost like y'all came here just to fuck up our shit. Like, y'all want to make our shit drug-filled and disgusting looking. No.
Oh, I'm so proud of that young sister. And salute to the good brother Latrabia Lawson for the cash out. See, that right there, family, that right there was the perfect way for me to put a button on this issue. Why? Because the future of our people are the young folks, okay? The greatest fear that you would have is that the youth of our population will be indoctrinated and brainwashed by this so-called black and brown non-existent coalition. Oh, we all one race, the human race, and just be valuing having fun with people as far as entertainment and ignoring the anti-black racism and anti-black American sentiments that they have towards them. And that leaves them vulnerable to not only the system of white supremacy, but its buffer class groups. But see, when you have young ladies and young black men that get it like her because they can see it with their own eyes, this makes them more acceptable to listening to what those of us who are older have to say, because see, we just got to be honest. We've seen this with each generation. The younger generation always thinks that the older generations are out of touch, okay? We just got to call that what it is. That's natural and normal. However, when the young people can see what we've been talking about with their own eyes, they're quick to come and learn from us so that we can prepare them well. And this is where we have to know what we're talking about to make sure to put them up on game about, hey, look, these people hate us, man, as a collective. Sure, you may have individuals that are cool. We all do. But as a collective, nah, man, they have proven that they're not only disloyal to this country, but you have anti-black American sentiments, and you have not fought as a collective to change that. Well, it's a brand new Black First Day, and you are completely on your own. I'm so glad you got black fatigue, because guess what? We tired of your motherfucking asses. And now you finna hold your own nuts, empanadas, spring rolls, okay, falafels. You gonna hold all of it, goddammit. All of it. Hope you got some good, strong hands and some complimentary nut hugging gloves, because that's the only gift you're going to get from me. And, you might get, a complimentary Pokemon tune hum to you so you can be traumatized on your way up out of here. That or Ice Ice Baby. Well, take your pick. That's about as benevolent as I'm going to get. I'm going to let you take your pick of which song you can be traumatized, shipping you out. Listen, Tom Homan, if you're listening, on the deportation plane, since we're not going to use my catapults yet, play that on the way, all the way. Have that shit jamming on the plane so that they have to remember it forever. Yes, you deserve this amount of pity from my people, okay? You can kiss our foundational Black American freedmen asses, you ungrateful bastards, all right? So I'm going to leave it right there, family. Review this broadcast, think about what I've said, and remember, stay out of this, man. It's not our fight, man. We've done enough for these people, and they have not appreciated the damn thing that we've done. So now they get to understand what it's like when black folks say hands off. Now it's open season on you for these white supremacists. Now they coming. And you're going. Ellos, absolutely deport illegals on site, okay? That's right. Salute to you. Black first. Enjoy yourselves. Take care of your families. Welcome to all the new subscribers. I will see you all in future content.